Why? Okay, so that seems to be working now. Hello? Properties? Let me just do something really quickly. Okay, that should work.
Hold on.
Hello? Did we have...
There we go.
I think we've
Yeah,
got
it's going through.
We got sound. We good.
Okay,
Alive.
let's try this
Perfect.
again. Perfect. You know what? The fact that we only started 10 minutes late and also only had, a very easily fixable sound situation, I'm not feeling too I don't feel too bad about it. Hello, ladybugs, buckaroos, and buds. Welcome to Into the Tingleverse. I'm so excited to be here. This is our monthly charity one-shot here on this channel, and today we are running the one, the only Tingleverse TTRPG because it's Chuck Tingle. See, there we go. Right there. That. Because it's Chuck Tingle month. Here on this channel, and I thought, what a better way to celebrate Pride and all of that than by proven love is real. Dang, this is gonna be a good time. So, hello and welcome everybody. As a reminder, we are raising money for the Trevor Project. We have all sorts of fun incentives and milestones planned. Currently the goals sit at 500, although I do have giveaways planned up to $1,000. So I'm just saying, it's a whole thing. They should work. I know I fixed them. There we go. No. Hold on, my bot's not working. This is less than helpful if the bot isn't
Come on,
working.
bot.
I know. Okay, well, while I fix the bot to get everything started, why don't I have my players go around and introduce yourselves? Tell us a little bit about who you're playing, what you're playing, and yeah, it's kill time while I try and get Gentle Bottler working again. Gentle Bottler is sleeping on the job. So let's start with Mare, because Mare's in my...
Hi, I am Mare. You can find me on Twitter, Archmage Dice. I'm a jack of all trades. I do a lot of stuff in the TTRPG community. Today, I am playing Dipper, who is a bad boy biker unicorn from space. South space, hence the accent.
South space.
Space has a south.
Space has a south. We have determined this is true.
Would you like me to popcorn it?
Yes, please.
I'm going to popcorn up to my other southern belle from hell, Lottie.
Hey everyone, I'm Junie. I use she, they pronouns, and I will be playing Carlotta Lottie Lee, a southern belle from the depths of hell, Skate, Montana. At least that's what everyone thinks. And I will popcorn it on down to our dear Rack.
Helps if I unmute. Hey everyone.
Hello.
It's me. It's Rake. I'm back again. Tonight I will be playing the part of Riker. I am the token human of the group. I'm an up-and-coming professional wrestler who is stopping in this town to perform a show.
Yay. And that leaves us with...
It's me.
It's you!
A shadow. A literal candle. I will not be playing a literal candle, unfortunately. I will be playing...
That's in the supplement that we are not using.
Wait, is there actually a candle supplement?
There's a living object supplement, yes.
Oh my god, yes.
Well, I guess we know what we're doing with the sequel if we hit that milestone.
Yeah, get to that milestone. I will be a literal candle. But until then, I'll be playing Ronnie, who uses they, them pronouns. Ronnie is a raptor who is trying to fight the violent stereotype that raptors have by being full of love and being a pacifist, and may or may not have an allergy problem. We'll find out. Also, who I'm playing is everybody. It's always everybody. I am a player.
Yep, that is true. All right.
It's the perfect game for it.
Perfect. Well, the butler seems to be asleep for the moment, but that's okay because we have stream elements just hopping in for that, which is fine. It just means that the emotes won't be working, or the emotes that normally come with the commands won't be working because stream elements does not have access to them, but that's okay. Because all of the important things are here. We have incentives. We have milestones. Like I said, we have a whole bunch of stuff. And We also have, here's the donate link for those of you who need it. I forgot to put it on it. Oh no, I forgot to mod stream elements. That's the problem. One moment. It's fine, y'all. So this is what happens when you get a new computer and then suddenly you're like, I just went through this with all of my stuff and tech stuff, and then you get a new computer and then you have to go through all of it all over again.
You're doing great, LD.
I know, thank you. You're so kind. Add new bot. Hold on. Where is Stream Elements and why? Okay. Well, hi everybody. I'm LD. I'm the one who's can't run tech apparently. Hold on. I can do this.
You should just be able to do /mod stream elements.
That's what I was about to do. Stream elements. There we go.
Hell yeah, stream elements. Welcome to the den.
Yay, welcome to the den. It's wonderful. Let's try this again. Donate. Okay, stream elements is a mod. We have the links. All of the commands are working that I know of, all of the important ones anyway. Oh my god, Katie, thanks for the $30. Hey, so as a reminder, so all of my players are starting off with 2 advantages or re-rolls in case stuff goes down, which they very well might, all things considered. And we're already like $40 to our first incentive, which is, I believe, a poetry moment. Which we haven't actually discussed how that's going to work, but we're just, I think, like, part of me is like, we're just going to stop the game and I'm going to have you read the poem, essentially. Anyway, so we begin. Without further ado, I think we've got this going. Without further ado, hello. Today, we begin our tale in the beautiful region of Billings, Montana. It is a big little town in Montana. If you've ever been there, scenic, absolutely stunning vistas, hiking for days. Population, frankly, not a lot. But today is the big event here in Billings, Montana. It's happening at the community center, which is generally where a lot of the big events in Billings happen. I know, because I've been there. There is, in fact, if you look out, there are big, huge, what are they called? The big boards, oh my god, my words.
Billboards?
Those
Or,
things.
I guess, billing boards.
Billing boards, yeah.
Billboards.
Hey, we have another $30 donation. Thank you, Anonymous. You all have 3 rerolls. Please keep track of them, players, because I'm certainly not going to. Billboards advertising the big event this weekend, which is the big wrestling match. It is a touring show where I won't say they are necessarily the creme de la creme. You get a lot of those fresh faces and up-and-coming wrestling stars who are hoping to make it big on this circuit. They are making their way north. Or did we just... I can't remember now if we were going...
Heading up to Canada.
You're heading up to Canada or coming down from Canada?
Heading up.
We were heading up to Kenyatta, yeah.
Heading up to Kenyatta, yes. Thank you. I forgot about that. So it's the day of the big event. And there's like balloons, there's like the big inflatable dudes waving in the air, and there were spotlights sort of, which it's midday, so they're not quite working yet, but like the town is buzzing right now because of this big event. So we're gonna start with one of our main players who just got in, who is in town specifically for this big event. Wouldn't be here in Billings if it wasn't for that. We're gonna start with Riker. What are you doing right now? I will say that at the moment in the community center, there are lots of people getting the rings set up. You can see people getting the lights set up. There's a lot of people standing around and like who appear to be locals who are, there, who are hired for the day to help build stuff, and then you have a small group of people sort of yelling at them to do literally anything. There's like, the room is split off. There's a wall that's getting set. You can see that's sort of like creating the backstage area. It's one of those like folding wall kind of situations, and it like clearly is like part basketball or like multi-purpose recreational center. There's like basketballs lying in the corner and footballs and various things in the backstage area, and it's brightly lit. There's those folding tables that are all getting set up, and then on the other side is where the ring are getting set up, a bunch of folding chairs around the ring. That's where all the lights are, and then there's the sort of backstage area. So Rick Riker, tell us, give us a little bit of a taste of what's happening in this hubbub and what you're up to. What are you doing right now?
So I think as the camera kind of like pans down on the wide shot of Billings, Montana, kind of like zooming in on the rec center, you see a motorcycle pull up into the parking lot, go around into the back, and a leather-clad individual steps off the bike, switches off the ignition, removes his helmet. It's Rick Riker, up and coming professional wrestler who's here to perform tonight. So I think what I would do is I would head inside, check in with the event coordinator, just to like say, hey, I'm here, and then head into the rec center to get a look at the room that we're gonna be holding the event in. Make sure that the ring's getting set up, all the chairs are being put where they're supposed to be, and see if I can find the promoter who's like been putting all this together.
Okay. You're looking for the promoter whose name you would know is, let's see who our promoter is. I know who the promoter is. You know what? Tell you what, it's a very busy like group of people. There's a lot of people around, and you're not quite sure where the promoter would be at this moment. So I'm gonna have you roll. Ooh, let's do a roll and see what happens. Let's see what stats are applicable, because this is a fun system. This is, by the way, everybody, the Tingleverse system. It is in vaguely like D&D, but it is specific to the Tingleverse, so that's pretty fun. Let's have you roll. Let's do, I think this is going to be probably street smarts to find the promoter.
Right.
And if you've got any abilities or any unique ways that you think could help with this, absolutely. And the goal is to roll under the number that is your score.
Yes. Now, I believe, okay, I don't think I really have anything that would help in this scenario, so
Okay.
I'm just gonna roll. I got a 3.
You got a 3. Hey, that's under. Perfect. Also, friends, you all have a dang good roll from Dax. Or a dang good hit, essentially. And then, let's see, I'm just looking at my Tiltify. Looks like we have, for Ronnie gets an extra one from Caitlin. Y'all, also, wait a minute. So we're also at $240 already. So we're going to do,
Dang.
yeah, I know. Dang, indeed. So tell you what, we're gonna come back to that roll about looking for the promoter. We're gonna flash over actually to Lottie Lee. Tell us about what you're doing on this day, this exciting event.
I think Lottie is honestly probably just trying to get to know like the people around Billings.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine they kind of kept to herself for a little bit, but for some reason is always surrounded by herds of horses.
Weird.
It's weird, and
Mm-hmm.
people just kind of accept it. which gives her a kind of cover when she's sneaking around in places she shouldn't be. It's like, okay, there's this cowgirl leading this herd of horses to the back of a store for some reason. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she's mostly just watching this whole event get set up, just trying to see what the hubbub is about, seeing if there's anything worth getting into trouble for.
Perfect. Are you there with anybody? You're just there with your herd of horses at the moment? You might have, I would say you probably have like one currently following you
Okay.
at this time. Just
At the moment, I think it's just me and the horse then.
you and the horse. What's the horse's name, out of curiosity?
Sandy.
Sandy? Perfect.
Mm.
We love Sandy. Sandy is just happily trotting along behind you. Sandy tends to spook a little bit around is probably spooking a little bit around some of the loud noises that are happening, because there's a lot of banging and people yelling and running around, but your presence sort of is what's keeping them a little bit calmer, but you can tell that they're a little nervous to be around the ring. Shadow, or I should say Ronnie. What's Ronnie up to at this moment?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Ronnie is currently riding in their car. That looks like it's made out of cardboard. Currently, it's not made out of cardboard, but it has the appearance of cardboard. And it doesn't have a roof because as a velociraptor, there's a tail that has to stick out kind of the top of the car. If everyone just wants to visualize that, that'd be excellent.
Perfect.
Ronnie's glasses are kind of clipped on either side of the nose snout. And then just kind of driving along the highway. I've already been in Billings. I have a hotel room and everything. It's just, sometimes I like to get out there and drive. But of course, the allergies really kind of get to me.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I have to pull over to blow my nose because I can't blow my nose and drive at the same time.
Out of curiosity, Ronnie, did you roll for your allergies today?
Nope, not yet.
Alrighty, why don't I have you do that right now? Let's see what your let's see what that does, or how you're feeling specifically today.
Okay. See if I remember to take Claritin or not.
I was gonna say this is a Fortitude roll, so you have to roll under your Fortitude.
Oh, okay. This morning I did remember my Claritin because I rolled a 5.
Oh, perfect. We love that. So in that case, with your success, you gain a bonus to all of your Fortitude score rolls. So anytime you roll Fortitude, you can subtract 2 from your roll. So it'll make it easier to roll under your ability score for the rest of the game, which is excellent for one of our true buckaroos. And last but not least, Dipper. What are you up to? What's Dipper's day today?
Well, to really understand why Dipper is in Billings, we have to rewind a couple hours at first. And as you can see in all of our lovely backgrounds, we all have photos of the lovely scenery of Billings, Montana.
Just truly beautiful, yes.
Yes. And all of a sudden, one of these lovely sceneries is just filled with smoke as something falls out of the sky and crashes into the ground and leaves a nice big old crater. What walks out of that crater is a dark purple unicorn with stars in his coat and a nice big old bandana around his head. Well, shit. I knew I should have detoured around them medias. Fuck. Oh well. And out of the rubble, he gets together he just makes a ramshackle motorcycle that hovers like, some of the ones in Mario Kart.
Perfect.
Begins riding towards where there looks like there is a hubbub.
Mm-hmm. There is, in fact, a hubbub that Dipper is running towards. When as Dipper comes up, he sees the scene that I described earlier, which is, it's a lot of hustle and bustle at this moment. There is is from South Space, yes. There is a line starting to form already for those of you who are not now. For those of you who are interested in perhaps attending this event, there is a line that's starting to form outside of the building. Rick, you are definitely already inside since you are part of this event. Are the rest of you going to line up, or are you going to try and find other ways to get into this event?
If I can go first.
Yeah.
So I'm pulling up in my cardboard car that looks like it's made out of cardboard. It's not made out of cardboard. So I'm saying that. So I pull up in my car, and then out of the back seat, well, it's out of the back portion. There's not really a seat there. I pull out some signs. Like picket signs, and then I slowly start folding up my car until it's a car-shaped keychain that I clip onto my patchwork vest.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
A cardboard folding car is one of the magical items of this wonderful game.
It sure is.
And I pick up 2 picket signs. It's 2 specifically. One of them has a velociraptor poorly drawn on it, with the phrase "only hugs, no bites," and then the other one has a poorly drawn centaur for my companion, drawn on it, that says the same thing: only hugs and no bites. And I'm going to start walking. I'm not going to get in line per se, but I'm going to stand adjacent to the line, just silently holding up both signs, awaiting Lottie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely going to sneeze a few times. Yeah, I can't really cover because my arms. So I'm just going to turn away from people though as I sneeze.
If I can go next.
Absolutely, please do.
If Ronnie looks off to the side, sort of from the back of the building, they would be able to see Lottie sort of poking their head around the corner and waving for you to come back. It's like, Ronnie, come here.
Okay. Runs with both signs, just awkwardly running. This is how velociraptors run.
Us. All right, I got a plan. Since we're here to protest this event, why should we have to pay admission? That sort of defeats the purpose, right? So we'd just be giving money to the violence, and that would be letting the violence win. So what I'm having
let the violence win.
Sandy do is procure us shall we say alternate means of ingress. I think that's how you phrase that. She's stealing backstage passes for us. Don't worry.
Okay. Okay.
You want to convince Sandy, your companion horse, to steal some backstage passes?
Yes, please.
Okay, great. Fantastic. I'm gonna have you roll a charm move. Or a charm. I'm gonna have you roll for charm, and I believe you do get some bonuses because of your ability, because of one of your items. If I remember correctly.
Do I have one for one of my items? Oh no.
If I remember, you were the one who took
That's right.
something called the Why don't you tell him? Do you see it on your character sheet?
I do.
Why don't you tell our lovely audience about your magic item and how it works? And but before you do, everybody, we are going to begin a giveaway, and this first giveaway is actually, I believe, at the 200 level. Let me just double check that. We'll get to the poetry moment at some point. I promise, at some point during the stream. However, because we've also hit $200. We are going to do a giveaway for a Pride cross stitch made by yours truly. It's actually not finished yet, but you're still gonna, as soon as it's done, I'll mail it to you. It's beautiful already, though. It's like more than halfway done. So if you are active in chat for the next 10 minutes, there's no keyword or anything. Just be active in chat, and you'll be entered in for the giveaway. All right. So what does your ring do? Tell us about it.
So, the ring of the helpful stallion, or is it the ring of the playful stallion? It's the ring of the playful stallion.
Playful stallion, yes.
When the wearer of this ring comes within 10 yards of any normal, non-magical horses, such as myself, they must make a save versus spells. If the save is passed, the horses will move away from the wearer, but if the save is failed, the horses will immediately become docile and friendly, regardless of their previous disposition. A horse under the influence of a ring of the playful stallion will not hesitate to be ridden, though that's not really an issue with me, for hopefully obvious reasons.
We're not
Although
gonna
they
have
are.
I'm sorry.
You're saying? No,
I was gonna say we're
go
not
ahead.
gonna have a centaur riding a stallion.
This stream ain't rated for that.
No, it's not.
But what about a centaur riding a unicorn who's riding a horse? Anyway, I'm sorry
Again,
for butting in.
it might not be rated for that.
I can't. Yeah, it
At least
depends
not
on-
in that sense.
No.
Although they are only vaguely related, the ring will also give the wearer a -1 bonus to charm check rolls made with specifically regarding their interactions with unicorns.
Okay. Perfect. So in that case, you're just trying. In that case, you don't get a bonus. It would just be rolling a charm roll to see if Sandy is willing to do crimes for you.
Well, I do get bonuses from my unique ways, just not from the ring.
That's fair. That's 100% fair.
I have to roll underneath a 16. I have a -4 bonus, so that's a -2. I think that works.
I believe that works. I believe that's how. Wow, a -2. I love this game already. Okay, we will come back to Sandy doing that. But let's actually swap over back to Rack, who was looking for. It does. Thank you, Claire. We'll swap over to Rack, who was looking for the promoter, who goes by the name of. Hold on. Who is our promoter here? You know this promoter. He is a very handsome buckaroo. Tall, tanned, like sort of a dark brown complexion. Really sort of detailed like ornamentation. Who goes by the name of Sheath. It happens to be a sentient leather holster. Who is the promoter for this particular event. And with your roll, you are able to find Sheath easily. There are a lot of sentient living objects here, because this is the kind of event that, you know, a lot of up-and-coming people are trying out, and honestly, it's not super usual for the living objects to, like, make it past this circuit, but they do pretty well. Yeah, so when you find Sheath, hey Rick, what's up?
Mr. Sheath, just checking in, letting you know that I've arrived. Just want to know if there's anything I can help set up.
I mean, I think we've got it in hand. It's, you know, the locals here, they're just, you know, they're not the worst ones we've worked with, that's for dang sure. But if you wanna, I don't know, like, maybe keep an eye on the line of folks. They're like it's hot out there, and seem to be getting a little antsy. Maybe just pump them up a little bit, get them excited for the match tonight. I'm sure they'd love to see your face.
Well, see, Mr. Sheath, that would probably work if, I was working face tonight, but as I'm sure you're aware, I'm working heel for most of the events on this tour. So if anything, I think my opponent for the evening should be handling, crowd engagement and all that. Give them a reason to cheer for them.
Oh, you mean Dink?
Yeah, Dink.
Dink.
Is Dink here?
I thought I saw Dink over by the basketball court, like just sort of doing some push-ups and stuff.
Okay. I can go talk to him if you'd like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you're very busy.
Yeah, it's I'm trying to like work with the house to get all the seats and all the finances and stuff like that. It's a lot, you know how it is. And...
Speaking of finances, what's our capacity looking at tonight?
Oh, it's pretty good. We can get about 500 people in tonight, I think, and we're at full capacity. There's not a whole heck of a lot going on in this town, so.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll let you back to work, Mr. Sheath. I'll talk to you later.
See you later, Rick. Have fun tonight, and don't give him a good show. Yeah.
I fully intend to.
Yeah.
And then I will
It's very distracting.
head on over to where Dink is getting warmed up.
Dink, your hero, the one your face for the evening, is working on his push-ups, doing some squats by the basketball court. Dink is white and rather boxy looking, but like shiny. He's got some chrome fixtures. This is Dink, the sentient living sink. You're welcome. You're welcome, everybody.
Awesome.
And Dink is a tough guy, you know? He's the face for a reason. Like, everybody seems to love him. He's very charming. But he's like kind of like built out. He's that big boxy thing. There's something just very appealing about him, though. Hey, Rick. Or Riker. Rick.
Yeah, it's Rick. You got it.
Sorry. I was working out and trying to,
Yeah, I can see you're looking good.
Thank you.
You're in good shape.
Hey, you too. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, gonna doing my crunches. Got my abs looking good.
Nice abs. Those
Thank
are some
you.
good. You're very handsome abs there.
All right. Hey, listen. Mr. Sheath over there. He needs someone to go out and kind of get the crowd worked up. Get them pumped for the show. And since you're tonight's hero and all, since you're working face tonight, I figured maybe you go out there, say hello to people, maybe shake some hands. Of course we do have the meet and greet later, but give the folks something to look forward to.
Oh yeah, like sure, of course. If the boss wants us to do it, that's totally cool. Yeah, absolutely. You sure? But he said he didn't want you to like go out there and like.
Well, see, here's the thing. If I go out there, that's attention being taken away from you. You want all these people on your side so that, when our match is going on, they're going to cheer for you,
It's fair.
That's how the business works,
Yeah. Gosh, that's awful nice of you to like be thinking of me like that. I mean, golly, yeah, I would love to do that. Is there? Yeah, okay. Sure.
Yeah, look, just go out there, say hello to everyone, thank them for coming to the show. Just get them worked up, get them excited.
Okay. All right.
Right.
Okay. Well, I gotta get like, hold on. Okay, 99, 97.
98.
98.
99.
99. I said that one already, so now I'm lost.
Nope, not
100.
yet.
Okay. 100.
There you go.
Got it. Great.
There
Perfect.
you go. You got it, Dink.
Hey, thanks, Rick. You're the best.
Hey, I work with the best. Knock him dead.
And Dink goes and starts to and joins and like goes out to say hi to the crowd. He's waving and cheering he's waving at all the folks, like shaking hands with the kids and doing a couple of like pretend punches and stuff like that.
All right. So while Dink is outside, I'm gonna head into the bag and start like warming up for tonight's event.
Now, is there something in particular that you have to do to activate the abs, if I remember? Like, do you have to, like, warm them up?
So I think for abs, I have to spend, like, let's see, I have this comment here. I have to spend a half an hour doing sit-ups at the end of the day or every morning.
Okay.
So I would assume that I would have done them this morning. So this would just be like general warm-ups, like stretching, and getting some pull-ups, get some blood going to my arms.
Perfect.
All that.
Got that like 8-pack going now.
Oh yeah, it looks like a pack of King's wine buns.
Beautiful. Awesome. And then Dipper.
At some point within the next couple hours, Dipper comes riding up on their motorcycle. It's absolutely spewing, instead of smoke, stardust, where it finally just runs out of gas and just kind of breaks down in front of the community center.
Mm-hmm. You see the sign, it says Billings Community Center and Senior Center.
And I kind of look around. I see a bunch of people in line to get in. And then my eyes land on Lottie and Ronnie.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of looks around, like there's like someone's car is right there. Looks inside the window, messes with his mane, fixes it up, and then trots over to Ronnie and Lottie Lee.
What is it about Ronnie and Lottie Lee that is so interesting to Dipper?
Oh, they're just mighty pretty. There's something about their face and something about framing their eyes that just makes them look real pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. Like, I like the rims of their glasses. They're very different pretty colors. They seem to sparkle in the light. I don't know, just nice.
Makes sense.
Yep. Come trotting up to the two of you. Howdy. Howdy, partners. How are you today?
I'm sorry, I wasn't expecting anyone else to be back here.
Well, I was just captivated by the light shining off your glasses and it just caught my attention, you two fine folks.
Wow, because I was captivated by all of your stars tattoos, because I've never seen a unicorn like you before. That's dang cool.
Yeah, right. I'm from space, South Space. Got a little stranded.
Really?
Yeah.
You got stranded here too? Huh.
Oh, wow, we got so much in common.
Small world. You got a name, Starlight?
Small universe. I'm Dipper.
Dipper. That's a good name.
But I just wanted to say I really like your glasses, and I'm here to support whatever cause you're holding these picket signs for. Is there anything I can do for the two of you?
Looks at Ronnie.
Oh, well, you know that it's very complicated, what we're doing here. I mean, obviously it's a protest.
Scoontat.
I'm sorry. It's the summer. So much pollen.
What is pollen?
But
It's kind of
Yeah,
like,
that's good.
think
What
of
is
it like
that?
torture, but for your lungs.
That sounds painful. It sounds painful.
Yeah. Weirdly, we didn't have it where I come from. You'd think they have it all, but pollen is it's unique to here.
Huh.
Yeah. Well, if you're inclined to helping us with our cause,
Well, anything
Are you
for
good
you
at
tough
breaking
loving
into
folks.
things?
that's mighty forward, Ronnie. But yeah, are you?
Oh, yeah, I got real strong muscles. I was the strongest in my gang.
Oh, you were in a gang, were you?
Yeah, I don't know where they went, though. We got lost when we hit the fork at the stars, so...
Was it a violent gang?
Oh, no.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
All
you
right.
can be part of
All
our
right, yeah.
gang then
You
too.
can roll
yeah,
with us
yeah,
then.
yeah, yeah.
It's all good.
It's fine. Mm-hmm.
Just real strong.
That's going to be real helpful. So, welcome aboard, Dipper.
Very much nice to meet you. Did I catch your names, or was I just too
Oh.
captivated by you to hear properly?
She tries to hide a blush. Lottie. Lottie Lee.
Lottie.
And I'm I'm Ronnie. It's fine.
Bless you.
Remember to cover your nose,
Thank you.
Scales. It's all right.
This is why I can't get a tattoo of a mustache.
One day.
It looked really good on you.
Thank you.
But yeah, what can my muscles and I do for you?
Well, that depends. Tinglemaster, how is Sandy faring with acquiring now 3 backstage passes?
So Sandy's been trying really hard. The problem is that Sandy is a non-magical, non-living, I mean, they're living, non-magical horse. This is just your sort of average everyday horse. Sandy has gone up, like, to everybody in line, sort of sniffing around and trying to look as charming as possible. Even so far as, like, knowing that Dink is out there, like, seeing Dink. Sandy really wants to be successful for you. Sandy goes so far as to, like, sort of butt up against Dink. For some reason, Sandy trusts Dink. There's just something about Dink that Sandy was like, this person.
He's the good guy.
He is the good guy. Just something about being the face, right?
Everyone loves the face.
And tries to witty, sort of does like a little shoulder shimmy, but you know it's really tough because Dink has to sort of charm the entire crowd, and isn't paying super close attention to Sandy at this point. And Sandy can't just like go up and ask for passes since they are not a talking horse. So you can see this if you were to kind of keep an eye, if you were kind of looking for Sandy, you could see Sandy sort of like nudging and like shyly trying to go to the box office and try and make their way, but Sandy doesn't have any money for backstage passes. It's not going well.
Really? Should have had Douglas teach Sandy the art of larceny. All right. Okay. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to get in there and acquire some passes so that we can stage our protest without too much kerfuffle. And we don't want to hurt nobody. We just want their passes. Do you think you can help us get inside?
I can definitely try. Do we
Much
want?
appreciated.
Do you need me to open a door for you, or maybe sneak inside the back door?
If you're willing, feel free.
Yeah, this seems like a public building, right? We can get right in. We can just go right in, right? It's public.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, if you want to lead the way, I can definitely try and get y'all in.
Roll Casual breaking in. Roll. Why don't I have y'all roll a probably this is gonna be I'm trying to think if it's street smarts or book smarts to see if you can figure out where the like backstage entrance of the community center is. There's like a few different doors, but you're not like some of them might lead to like some admin places. Some of them, there's because the front door that leads to the main entrance in the box office are pretty heavily like there's a lot of people around there. You're not getting in that way, I'll tell you that much. But there is like a loading dock essentially. So yeah, why don't you roll I'd say this is probably going to be I'm trying to think if it's street smarts or book smarts. I would say it's probably street smarts.
I would appreciate it if it was street smarts.
Yeah.
As
yeah.
long as it's not charm.
Yeah, let's do some street smarts.
All right.
Just
Okay, so we have
does
to
just
roll.
Dipper have to roll?
Oh yeah.
Anybody
who
who's
wants to
looking
roll?
for this or who might have an idea.
Okay. And we roll less than our base ability
Correct.
score. Okay, cool.
So,
Sorry, go ahead.
sorry, no, I have a technical question.
Yes.
So, because of the way we do ability rolls, when it says to add +2, I add +2 to what I rolled on the die.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me see. What are you referring to specifically?
Mosey.
Mosey. So yes.
That.
So because you have the Mosey feat, unique way, that +2 is a penalty because
Yeah.
you're a little on the you tend to Mosey. So yes, you would add +2 to your die roll,
Okay.
which makes it harder.
Can I use an advantage?
You sure can.
So I roll again and pray I get lower.
Yes.
Oh, cool! I got a nat 1
Nice.
Perfect.
the second time. Cool.
Hooray. So, Dipper, you've never been here and you're not particularly familiar with Earth community centers, but honestly, they probably look a lot like other community centers in places you have been. They sort of, it's weird, like in and among space, for some reason, all community centers look the same. They all
Even compared to on Earth, they're all the same.
Yep. In space, on Earth, like, I don't know if y'all been in community centers, they all look the dang same. It's just the way of the Tingleverse. Every single community center has the same exact layout. So you are easily able to see what you end up finding, and as you mosey on that way, you find sort of the loading dock where you see a lot of trucks pulled up, and that's where they're loading in the lights and the sets and all the ring and all of this flashy equipment and everything like that. And then next to that door, or next to the big loading dock door, there's a smaller door that's kind of off to the side. It has like an emergency exit sign on it. Yeah, you are pretty sure this is gonna lead you to the backstage area.
On Moonbase Beta, this is usually the back door.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so this one should lead us right backstage.
Okay.
Do you want me to try and buck it down, or would you like to have the honors, my lovely Lottie Lee?
Go right ahead, Dipper. Be my guest.
Kind of casually walk up to you, past you, flanks bumping,
Mm-hmm.
turn around, and I'll kick.
And you'll kick. Roll strength roll for me.
Okay, I got under my strength.
Perfect.
Got
All
a
right.
16, and I
Beautiful. Oh. So as you kick down the door, it swings open pretty easily. You're not necessarily sure that the kick was necessary, but it was. No, but it looked cool.
It looks so cool.
It looks so cool, which is really all that matters. So you're able to enter into the backstage area just fine. The three of you come in. You'll see what I described to Rack earlier. It's a lot of people bustling around, trying to build stuff. There's a bunch of people like standing, also just like looking at their cell phones and kind of like half nodding off. There's also like big old catering table set up. I didn't mention this earlier, but it's like a folding table set up with a bunch of like there's like coffee that you have no idea how old it is. There is like orange juice, there's apple juice, there's water bottles, there's those like little danishes that come pre-wrapped and like that you can get at like gas stations and stuff like that. There's a big bowl of cuties, some apples that like are questionable, and you know some there's also some donuts out, although most of the donuts are gone by this point. Yeah, but you also see. So do you all enter? I'm guessing.
After you.
Please, after the two of you, I'll I'll cover our entrance. Make sure we're not followed by unsavory folks.
I will say Ronnie. So I assumed, as Dipper moved closer to the door, Lottie kind of went with Dipper. And then what you didn't notice was that Ronnie kind of stayed behind where we originally were standing and is playing with a pebble. Like I'm playing with a pebble with one of my big toes. So probably, Lottie, as you're saying this, you realize Ronnie is yards away.
Ronnie.
What? Stop violence.
Well, yeah, and that's the plan, but come on, we're in here.
Oh, we're doing the thing. Oh, okay.
Y'all good?
Yeah, no, yep. Are
The
we
glasses
taking
look
the
real cute when they bounce when you run.
Thank you. I try so hard. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go in now.
Rick, you see out of the as you're like getting ready and getting pumped for the fight this afternoon, you see coming in through the back entrance door 3 people you have not seen before. And granted, that's not unusual. There's locals around, but you see a purple and star-colored unicorn, a centaur with a cowboy hat, and a raptor who's wearing a vest and glasses and seems to be sneezing a little bit.
Okay, so I think at this point, Rick, I have been in the back, getting ready. I'm in a costume, got my leather jacket on, no shirt underneath. Can't really do that on Twitch because TOS.
Mm-hmm.
But when I see these 3 come in, I kind of look over at them, not really sure who these people are. I'll take a big swig from my water bottle, a little bit comes out from the corner of my mouth, goes down my neck, down my chest, down the abs, and I'm just gonna walk over to them, kind of looking quizzically at them. Hey, are you guys with the crew? I don't think I've seen you here.
I don't think I've seen you before. Hello, friend.
Okay, definitely not crew. Listen, folks, meet and greet's not until later. If you want to, purchase a backstage pass for that, there are still some available, I think. Receptions over that way. But you will have to, go around in the line to the front. There's a lot of moving stuff back here. We can't really have fans in the backstage area. Someone might get hurt.
Oh, no. Sorry, you misunderstand. You're Rick Racker, right? You're Rick the Racker?
Yes, that's me.
Excellent. We are actually from a wrestling talent agency up in Kenyatta. We came down to Billings today to do some scouting and happened to be looking for you in particular.
Really?
Yes.
Where are you from?
I thought we were here for a protest. That's what you told me.
Okay, great. So here's what's gonna happen real quick. I would love for Lottie to roll this is gonna be a charm test, or a charm roll. I believe this is gonna be street smarts for you, Rack.
That works for me.
How that works. Lottie, you will have to roll at disadvantage though because of what Dipper just said.
I apologize for my himbo unicorn.
Well,
Never apologize.
never apologize for art.
No.
Okay, rolled a 15 twice. So that's 11. So I rolled under 19.
Okay. And what did you roll, Rack?
4.
4. Cool. I'm trying to. I should have probably also looked at these contested rolls to see how that works. But what is your street smart score?
My street smarts is, I believe it is 14.
Okay, but you rolled a 4. I think because you rolled lower under your score than Lottie rolled under their score, I believe you probably see through Lottie's bullshit.
Right. Listen, folks. I'm really gonna have to ask the three of you to leave. We've got a show to set up here. If you want to, meet with Dink and myself later, or some of the other talent, that's fine. Just come back with a backstage pass. But I'm really gonna have to ask the three of you to leave for now. Just go around the front, get in line. You can see us at the show.
As you say that, Rick, the four of you hear this sort of like weird, ominous, this weird sort of ominous chuckle. And in the sort of off to the corner of your eye, sort of near the front of the stage, there is a tall, lanky man in a pinstripe suit wearing sunglasses that you thought might be the talent briefly. But as he chuckles, he's only there for a split second and then he disappears. And you hear, after you hear the chuckle off to the other side, you hear this weird skittering. As the basketballs around you suddenly look a little different. Legs start to grow out of them. And these are definitely these are specifically not basketballs. And I would love, actually, this is where this game gets a little different than D&D. So these not basketballs start to come towards you all. So what I'm gonna have you do is everybody tell me what you want to do, and then we're gonna roll for initiative.
Okay, so Rick, being one of the talent, he has no idea who these three are. He assumes that they're fans who have wandered into the backstage area.
Who have wandered?
He's gonna turn to the three of them and say, "Okay, you three, I don't know what's going on, but you need to leave. I'll call security. They'll handle this. Just get on out of here. Get to safety. Okay, come on."
Mm-hmm.
And then Rick's gonna turn around and start calling for security to come to the room to handle this.
Okay. What do the other three of you plan on doing?
Have you ever seen that video of a horse playing with an exercise ball?
Yes.
I want to get really excited and pick one up in my mouth and just throw it in excitedly.
Okie dokie. Lottie? Ronnie?
I go last, so it's all you, Lottie.
Oh, that's right. You just automatically go last, don't you?
Oh.
In everything.
In everything. Perfect. These are some scary things. There's a lot of legs on these, and they also seem to have like little claws on the front.
Well, I mean, we took a solemn oath never to do with violence. And I mean, if these things are evidence of anything, maybe we should leg it, but at the same time, Ronnie, should we stay and help? If this becomes an issue.
Of course, we always help our friends in need. That's rule number 14.
That's true. That's true. Rule number 14 then.
Alrighty, so I believe then, as far as the initiative rolls go, generally, let's see. Oh gosh, I have the whole cheat sheet for how to do this. Now I'm nervous. So, let's see. So I'm gonna have everybody, you roll a d20, and then it's essentially whatever it is that you're trying to do. If you're doing a move that can, or that takes some prep time or anything like that, that's going to add time. Candle goes, or Ronnie goes last. That's just how that works. Let me look at my how to do stuff in the Tingleverse. I have a whole so
We roll a d10 to determine.
oh,
what
that's right,
order
it's a
the actions happen.
d10. Thank you.
Yeah.
I know I wrote this. So everybody roll a d10 and we'll see who goes first. Since I don't think any of you are using like moves that need to be prepped or anything, I think it's just the d10 determines who goes first.
Okay. Is it
5.
high or low?
I believe this is high. High goes first.
I got a 7.
Cool. 7. Where's everybody else's numbers at?
5.
5. 3. And Ronnie goes last. Okay. So, the order of this is going to be Dipper gets to go first. Then we're going to see Rick. And then I believe there's 4 of these not basketballs right now. And then Lottie Lee, and then Ronnie. So, Dipper, go ahead and make your move.
I'm imagining this is just like me throwing it across the room, kind of like as an attack roll,
Mhm,
a
yeah.
flavor attack roll. So I roll a d20.
You do roll a d20, and I know that unless you're going to use like one of your, and I don't think you're using a cool move or like any of your special abilities, so this is just
I don't think I'm using any of my special abilities.
perfect.
Either.
So this, I have the number that you need to roll above in order to be successful.
Okay.
I know it off the top.
And what am I adding to it? I'm adding.
You will. You're not adding anything because that's all of that math has already been done. If you were using one of your moves or an item,
Okay.
you would.
So I just tell you what I roll on the die, and you already got the math.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. On the die, I am rolling. I got a 2.
Oh well, I mean that. So,
I don't think that does anything.
no, it does not. You are an unsuccess. Dipper, you are like really excited about these like balls with legs on them, and they are very pointy. But
You should see my sister-in-law. These things are nothing.
yeah, but you know, like sometimes something like happens, and like other horses that get spooked, something about these spooked you out a little bit. And so when you try and go to play with one of them, like the exercise ball, it like it's almost like you sort of rear back and you kind of miss because there's like too many legs and too many things
All right.
happening all at the same time.
It got me right on my nose.
Yeah. Okay. So next, Rick, you're trying to call for somebody, yeah?
Yeah, I'm calling for security to get over here and like help us out.
Okay, roll me a charm move.
Right. That is a 2.
A 2. Oh, excellent. Rock on. Okay, so You are able to successfully call over one of the security folks. You see this beautiful, tall, muscular unicorn who's kind of pink in color. She's wearing a biker jacket, and she also is covered in tattoos. This is one badass looking unicorn. Her little name tag, she's got a little security name tag that says Jennifer on it. She's got like a bandana and like, you know, she looks pretty cool. She's probably one of the security people who like travels with you.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Mm-hmm.
Is there time for me to... So would this be considered like an action, or can I still take an action?
So the way that this one works is that the action, basically you declare what your action is going to be first, and then we do the initiative rolls based on the action. So that calling over Jennifer is going to be this is this first round of stuff happening.
Gotcha.
So then the next round you'll be able to do more things.
All right.
But Jennifer hears you and is like starts to rush over, which takes us to the not basketballs. So the first one, Dipper, the one that is nearest you, goes and with its little tiny claws tries to nip at your ankles. This is just their like basic attack roll. So I'm gonna roll a d20 to see if they hit ya. That's a 17, which it does actually hit. Unfortunately for you all, for the void crabs to hit you, or sorry, the not basketballs to hit you, they have to roll above a 14. By the way, for you to hit the void, for future things, for you to hit these not basketballs, Dipper and Rick, you have to roll above a 10. And Ronnie and Lottie, you have to roll above a 12 to hit them. Unless your cool moves tell you other things. So it's going to get in 2 attacks with its little claws on you, Dipper, which are D4s, which I should have, which is a 4 and a 3, so 7 points of damage. So that's not basketball number 1. The other not basketball is probably... How many did I say? I said there were 4 of them? Sure. The other... They're gonna... You know what? There's gonna be a basketball going for each of you, because you're the closest all at this point to the not basketballs. So the next one is going after... after Lottie. And that's gonna hit. I swear I don't normally roll this well. For 5 points of damage. And it also, it's essentially, also going after... These are they're a little taller than a normal basketball would be, because they're, up on their leg. They're, skittery little legs now. But it's running after you and sort of nipping at ankles. And then one is going to go after you, Riker. This one's going for the knee, behind the kneecap, since you were turning away to call for Jennifer, essentially. Or it's going for that soft spot right behind the knee. And it misses.
And push it away with my foot. It's like, get out of here.
Yep. Alrighty. And then let's see. The one that's going after Ronnie next. That misses. And both attacks miss Ronnie. They were going after Ronnie's toes. They probably were trying to go after your clawed feet and hit just the claws. Like that. Alrighty. And then which brings us to Lottie Lee's turn. What were you doing?
Ronnie and I were enacting rule number 14.
Mm-hmm.
Help how we can. And I'm going to do that by using my cool move.
Okay.
Love Rainbow.
Love Rainbow. Okie dokie. So you didn't declare the love rainbow before this round started?
Ah.
So we can get that in for the next one. So this was
Okay,
just like your
okay,
prep round. So because you were just, yes. Because for the way that this works, you have to declare your move before we roll initiative. Because like some of them take prep time, like the love rainbow. Because the love rainbow takes prep time, it makes it possible. It means that your initiative is maybe lower in the. Although in this case, it can't really be lower than Ronnie's, but yeah. So for future reference. So you have a little boy crab. They have a not basketball like nipping at your heels. Ronnie, what was it that you were gonna do?
Well, I didn't necessarily declare it.
Oh, that's right, you didn't, because I didn't make you because you were going last.
So going last.
I'll tell you what, for this round, because this is the first time in this new system, we'll, Junie, and because you were like second to last anyway, let's do the love rainbow, and then we'll do Ronnie's move, and then this way we know for the next round what everything is. It's a weird system, y'all.
We're learning.
We are. That's the fun part. Welcome to the Tingleverse. It's like D&D, but it's different because it's the Tingleverse.
Got sentient sinks.
Hmm?
We've got sentient sinks.
We do have sentient sinks and leather holsters. So, Junie, let's do your love rainbow effect and see how that goes.
All right. So I call forth the magical power of love from my fingertips, which then erupts in a wedge of flashing rainbow colors. 1d8 creatures in a 20-foot fan are affected by the spell.
Okay.
They have to save against magic.
They have to save.
Or they'll be incapacitated for 1d4 rounds.
Okay. They have to say, oh dear. Okay. Well, okay. 1d4. So, I assume. Hold on. I'm looking at this again because I did save it, Love Rainbow. So roll me a d8 to see how many of these basketballs get affected. Oh, and the performance time's 0 anyway, so this would have worked just fine. Perfect. You're muted.
3.
3. Okay, so 3 of the 4. Let's say who's probably the furthest person from you at this point, or which of the 3?
Maybe Rick.
Probably. Okay, that makes sense.
Since he was trying to get help.
Yeah. So 3. So the crab or the not basketball on Dipper, the not basketball on you, and the not basketball on Ronnie are all affected by this rainbow, and they all have to save against magic. Neat. Let's see. Oh golly, this is gonna be fine. What are they saying? I have to roll under this. Okay, that one's successful. That one. Say that one fails. And that, so 2 of them save, 1 of them does not. Let's say it's probably the one on you that doesn't, because it's got the full brunt of the effect. So lower. They are complete. So the one in front of you, Lottie, is incapacitated for. Do you want to roll the d4 for me to see how many rounds?
Four rounds.
Okay, so the one in front of you is not going anywhere anytime soon. Which brings us to Ronnie. What are you going to do? Since I didn't ask.
Oh, I also didn't tell you. So
yeah.
There we are. Ronnie, one key thing to note, when I'm in battle, I have a mohawk made of feathers, in case I forgot to mention this mohawk made of feathers, and it kind of lights up when I'm in combat, because when I'm in combat, and only when I'm in combat, am I allowed to heal people. So I would kind of sashay over to Dipper and say, I'm super sorry to touch you without getting consent first. And I'm just gonna reach out my tiny little claw, but like look away as I'm doing it, and touch Dipper to heal back 1d4 plus 1 health points. So it'd be 5.
Perfect.
5 health points.
Oh, that's so nice.
Oh, I look at you. You can touch me to heal me anytime you like.
Achoo.
Gesundheit.
I realized I completely forgot to pull for the giveaway. So I'm gonna try something. If y'all type, this is the, let's see. We're gonna do, I just realized that. We're gonna do basketball as the keyword. I'm gonna try it anyway. And see how that works. If somebody wouldn't mind typing in basketball in chat for me to see if this giveaway works. It's fine. Perfect. That seemed to work just maybe. I have no idea how giveaways work. It's all good.
Cross our fingers.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay, sorry. So that was before. We're gonna roll it. That was the early test to make sure it worked. Okay, everybody try typing basketball one more time as for some reason, it's doing the thing. Anyway, that would be great.
Beautiful.
Wonderful. To enter into the giveaway for the cross stitch that I definitely forgot to enter into. Perfect. Okay, so I believe that's everybody's round up. For the next round, sorry, Ronnie, you healed up your friend Dipper, who took quite a beating from the void, from the not basketballs. I keep calling them void crabs because that's the actual stats I'm using, but I like the not basketballs better. So the next thing, our not basketballs are going to continue chomping on your friends. The one nearest Dipper is going to attempt to crush Dipper since they've been successful on their attacks thus far. So, what are the rest of you gonna do?
I'm going to, oh, go ahead.
So, I'm standing here with 3 fans in the backstage area. Now they're being attacked, and now all I can think about is like, this is going to be a huge legal issue. So I would like to procure a weapon and then use my cool move Ryle to try and get all of these not basketballs' attention to focus on me.
Ooh, okay. Great. So we're using Ryle and using your weapon.
I am going to, now that they've like been getting my nose and snapping at my ankles, I am a little freaked, and I am also going to use a cool move, weak point minor, and just aim for their weak points.
Ooh.
Get the air out of their basketball bodies.
Perfect. Lottie?
I'm gonna keep as close as I can to Dipper and Rick. Just staying a little bit behind them, staying out of whatever fray they're about to cause. But I think I will be prepared to heal either one of them if they get hurt.
Okie dokie. Ronnie?
And myself, while edging a little bit further out of combat, but still within distance, am I able to keep my companions within a 20-yard sphere?
I would say so. 20 yards is a lot. It's pretty big.
Yeah, so I would use one of my cool moves which is good spirits, which I can positively affect any companions within a 20-yard sphere. So they get a +1 bonus to all saves, as well as a +1 bonus to their attack rolls.
Ooh, that's
And
exciting.
the duration lasts up to 5 rounds, so you will continue to get +1 to both of those for up to 5 rounds.
That's awesome. Okay, everybody roll your d10 except for Ronnie, who's going last.
9.
Five.
Okay, so crabs are going first. Then it's gonna be Rick. Sorry, and then Dipper and Lottie, say your numbers out loud.
5.
5,
3.
3. Perfect. Okay, so our not basketballs are gonna go first, and the one who's been attacking Lottie is incapacitated and can't do anything. So it's trying, but it's like the claws are clapping through molasses. The one on Dipper is gonna go for 2 attacks, as mentioned. That one is successful. That one is not. So only 1 attack works, which means the crush doesn't work. For 3 points of damage. The one on Rick. Neither of which are successful. And the one on Ronnie. That's 1. That's 2 successful hits on Ronnie. That's 3 and 4 points of damage. And this is the funny thing about them. So apparently any player struck by 2 attacks in the same round is assumed to be crushed within its claws and must make a strength ability score check. You're trying to roll under your own strength ability.
Is this considered a save or no?
This would be
Oh no, never mind,
yeah,
never mind.
This is
never
under
mind.
one of your
Got it. Well, I rolled under because I got a 9, and I have a
Perfect.
strength of 15.
Then you are successful in your ability save, and you do not get crushed by the not basketball. Alrighty. So those are the not basketball's moves. Next up, Rick, what are you doing?
Alright, so I am going to kind of look around, see what kind of weaponry we have, and just so happens there's a nice trash can, nice metal trash can stuffed with prop weapons that we were going to use for the show tonight. I'm going to walk on over, going to reach in, going to pull out a metal baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire.
Yes!
And I'm going to like bang on the side of the trash can and say, hey, over here, come on. And I'm going to use my Ryle cool move to, and I believe the way it works is, 1 second. It's got a range of 60 yards. Let's see. So I can choose to call one particular species within the conflict. When the challenge is made, the group that is riled up becomes compelled to attack me for the duration of the cool move, which is 6 rounds.
What?
Yeah, it's a 3 plus 3 rounds. Yeah, 3 rounds per level. So actually, it might be 9 rounds.
What? Wait.
I don't know. I just copied it from the cool moves list.
Totally. This is right. Okay, when we convert. Yep. So all of your not basketballs. All of them. So yeah, okay. Yep. All of the basketballs have now turned their attention towards you, Rick.
Yep, because I'm trying to minimize damage to these fans who have wandered into the backstage area.
Yep, there's no like save or anything. They are just as soon as this happens with the baseball bat, it's the perk of being the heel essentially is that they just, like, even these not basketballs know you're not the good guy. And so they all turn towards you.
That's right.
All right. So then next up was Dipper.
Yeah. So I am going to roll my d20, and I got a 4, which doesn't do it, but I'm going to use an advantage that I
Oh,
have.
do it, yeah. Y'all have advantages and heckin' good rolls from the chat. So
You said I needed to get a 10, right?
you do need to get a 10 in order to, yes, correct.
Okay, I hit. I rolled a 10.
Hooray.
So I'm just using my hooves. I don't know what kind of damage that does, but when I'm successful with an attack roll with weak point minor, I found a weak point and I cause, I'm assuming this is a typo because it says 184 plus 1.
It's 1d4.
1d4 plus 1
Yep.
per level in additional damage to their target. So I guess it's 3d4 plus 1?
I guess so, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Let's
the target
say
will
yes.
suffer -1 to their defense score for 5 rounds, a +1 for every level of the bad boy. The penalty is not cumulative with multiple uses of minor weak point or major weak point. So I'm going to roll, I guess, 3d4 plus 1.
Sure.
So magic missile, basically.
Essentially.
All right, I am just bucking. I got a 3 plus 5, 8, 13 total. As I just kick this ball.
You just kicked the shit out of the let's see. Oh gosh, what is there oh. Well, okay, I mean, so that you, like, this is violent. This is just
This
violent.
is very violent. I'm stomping on it.
Yeah, you have stomped it. If it was a basketball and it sort of, like, is deflated now and the legs sort of spread out, like,
That was the goal.
You have kicked the ever-loving bejesus out of this not basketball.
Aha!
So it is, we are 3 down, we have 1 down, 3 more to go. 1 is still incapacitated next to Lottie. I believe that brings us to Lottie's turn.
Okay. Did either Dipper or Rick get injured during that turn so far? Or is it just Ronnie?
Ronnie and Dipper did.
Okay. I'm already, like, right next to Dipper. So I'm going to, like, tap your side and say, terribly sorry for doing this on such short notice. If you wouldn't mind. And she doffs her hat and reveals, I can't take this hat off, it's tied to my face, a pair of, like, glowing horns, and just gently touches the hat to your side. It's like, tip my hat to you. And I heal you for 1d4 plus 1 hit points. You get 5 back.
Wonderful. And Ronnie?
So Ronnie doing our good spirits thingamabob here. So Ronnie is still holding at least one of the protest signs.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna do kind of like a Sailor Moon transformation spin.
Yes.
And, like, hold up the little sign and then land in a split, as much as a split that a velociraptor can do, which, you know, for science we have to know now. Anik, if you're listening.
It's bedtime for Anik. She's not here.
I know, but she'll watch the VOD.
It's true.
By
the way, Anik is our official artist, and who did all of our amazing character art for this. For those of you who are curious about where all of that came from.
So beautiful. And then that's how I cast my good spirits to inspire everybody.
Perfect. So everybody has now a bonus to attack rolls and saving throws, if I remember correctly. Beautiful.
Yep.
Okay. So then I believe that ends this round. For the next round, tell the void crabs the not basketballs are just gonna keep biting at ankles and trying to crush y'all, because that's honestly they don't like any of you, frankly. It's like you disturbed a spider's nest or something.
As a reminder, they are compelled to attack me.
That's true. You are right. Thank you so much. So actually, the one that's near Lottie does turn towards you and starts to like slowly make its way towards you, but it can't really do anything at this moment. But the other two, the one on Ronnie turns towards you and is going to try and attack you, as well as the one that's already on you. The one that was attacking Dipper is a squashed basketball now at this point. So what are the rest of you doing?
Horn stab.
Horn stab. Good.
Are we able to do our cool moves more than once?
I believe so. There's nothing that says you can't.
I'm gonna do
Unless
point
it's
again.
Unless
it
it says
say.
you can't, then yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I will stab with my horn this time for weak point.
Even if I'm wrong, I'm the Tingle Master. I get to say what we do or not. It's the joy.
Right.
Okay, so Dipper's going for a horn stab with the weak point. What's everybody else doing?
I will also use a weak point minor move. I'm gonna try and like golf swing the not basketball that's closest to me.
Okay. Lottie and Ronnie.
I am gonna try and stun the other, well, two of them now, with another love rainbow.
Beautiful.
And I will painfully get up from my split and prepare to heal anybody who takes damage.
Okie dokie. Everybody roll initiative for this round. D10. Except for Ronnie. Ooh.
Got a 5
Great.
again.
Again.
What'd you get, Rick?
8. Sorry.
Perfect. So we have in order for this round Rick, Dipper, Lottie, and the not basketballs, and then Ronnie. So Rick, go ahead. Do the thing.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna make an attack with my baseball bat. That's a 12.
I believe that hits. Yes, it does. And I think it's like a 13 with the extra help from Ronnie as well. That for sure hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. A mace is a D6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Sure is.
And I believe with weak point minor, I get a additional D4 plus 3.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be a total of 10 damage.
Yeah.
Based on that.
Yeah, the one that's nearest you also squashed flat now. But it's like one of the, this is a bar, like one of the like barbs like gets stuck in it, and you've now got like sort of like, and you know, get stuck in the rubber of the basketball. It's all squashed, and now you have like the basketball like stuck to your baseball bat, and it's like pointy legs and like claws sort of stuck to it as well.
I can like hold up my bat to like look at it and then do a flourish to flick it off.
Mm-hmm. Just goes sailing. Jennifer was running over here, and I completely forgot to get her into the initiative, but
Jennifer is taking her sweet time.
it's true. Just kind of spooked by the little not basketballs, but it's fine. We're not going to worry about it too much. But Dipper, what are you up to?
A horn stab.
Horn stab.
I'm gonna roll. Let's see what I get. That is a 13 on the die.
Alrighty, so which brings it to, I believe, a 14 with the help from Ronnie,
Yes.
which definitely hits.
What would you say a horn damage would be? Because I think I did my attack. I think I did my attack roll wrong last
That's
turn.
okay. It's all right. So that's going to be a
Unarmed?
Unarmed? Yeah, let's say it's an unarmed. I can't remember if there's something. Usually that's like a 1d4.
All right, I'll do a d4 and then I should not have rolled 3d4. I should have just done the 1d4 plus 3, but it's fine.
It's fine. I mean, it's fine.
It's for fun. For
they
charity.
don't have that. It's for charity, y'all. There's not that many hit points on them anyway.
A total of 6 damage as I attempt to pierce one of these not basketballs.
Okay, perfect. So we have 2 down. This one looks really hurt. It's still up, but it's looking kind of busted at the moment.
It's trying to snap at me while it's on my horn.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like definitely like mostly deflated, but there's still like a little bit of air still in it. Lottie.
So, question.
Yes.
Is the spindly-limbed person still on the stage? Or are they gone?
They are gone. They sort of like cackled and then left, and then the not basketballs appeared.
Okay.
You don't see them at the moment. You could. I would say if you want to for your next turn, because if you wanted to try and look for them, you could. But like immediately, you don't necessarily see them.
Okay. For now, I'm just gonna. There's only one basketball that's not incapacitated, so I'm just gonna go over to it, take off my hat, hold it directly above, and like. This rainbow just sort of pours down on top of it.
Okay, perfect. So I get to roll against these. This was a straight. What save was this one again?
Save against magic.
A save against magic. Yes. I believe I have to roll under. And they did save. Unfortunately.
Rude.
Yeah, I know, it's evil. You know, these are not basketballs. These are beans of magic, essentially. So it's a little tricky. Yeah. So the one that you held, it's still going. It's sort of like it does the claw equivalent of like flipping you off, and then like continues its making its way towards. Wait, this is the one that's on Ronnie's or that's on Dipper's horn. So it's like hanging on to Dipper's horn or stuck on Dipper's horn and sort of like tries to flip you off, but then it goes back to attacking Dipper or trying to get away so that it can attack Rick, essentially. Which does bring us to the not basketball turn. There's the one who's on Riker, and he's going to try and snap at you. That is not successful. There's that one. But that one does hit. You gets 1 claw attack on you. Beep. For 1 damage. And then the one that's on Dipper's horns, which was mostly just for flavor, like scuttles over, like jumps off the horn and scuttles over to Rick also and tries to attack you twice. It's only got 1 hit point. We'll see how this goes. He's looking pretty beat up. That one's going to hit. And that one's not going to hit. So you take another 2 points of damage from the not basketballs. And Ronnie.
So I just saw this not basketball hit Rick.
Yep.
So I am going to shyly side shuffle over to Rick. Again, reach out my claw to touch Rick somewhere. I'm not quite sure where, but somewhere. While also saying, I am so sorry. I did not get permission, but it looks like you need this. And I'm going to heal Rick for two healths. And also will be looking away and sneeze.
Yep. Sneezing is a free action.
Did you touch him on the abs?
It's unclear.
Okay, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tingle Master, how my glasses stay on my face?
Oh, hey, Kate, that's an excellent question. Would you mind rolling me a percentile?
But that is 40%.
Okay, they're totally still on your face.
Oh, okay. All right.
You have to roll you have to roll like under 5% to lose your glasses.
Okay.
Yeah. You have to roll a 5 or under on a percentile dice to lose your glasses. Essentially. So, they are still there for the moment. For the time being. And I let's see. We've got so the next round we've got one really deflated looking not basketball. We've got one that's still up and sort of hanging out with Rick. We've got one that's deflated. We've got the one that's been incapacitated this whole time, who's like meandering towards Rick, but still can't really do anything because I think we're still in the 5 rounds. It was 5 rounds. Yeah. Yep. So the one that's got 1 point is still gonna try and attack you. The other one's ineffectively trying to do something, anything. What are the rest of y'all doing?
Finishing it off.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and look with that shady feller.
Okay.
I'm going to take a swing at the not basketball that has that's not looking as bad, like the one that hasn't been hit as much.
Right.
Leave the smaller one to Dipper.
Okay.
I will do that with the weak point as
Perfect.
well.
Great.
Nice.
And Ronnie?
I am going to observe the area for more not basketball threats.
Okie dokie. Everybody roll your initiative. Wow. Alrighty.
I rolled a 6 and I started to fade from existence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's
Sounds
fine.
like something that would happen in the Tingleverse.
What you got there, Rick?
8.
8. Okay. So the order for this one, Rick is gonna be Rick, Lottie, Dipper, the not basketballs, and then Ronnie. So Rick, go ahead, do your thing.
All right, here we go. It's a 19.
That for sure hits. Yeah.
All right. So this basketball, or not basketball, this crabsketball,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna take 8 points of damage.
Okay, that one is also deflated it's got a massive puncture wound. It's just like big, so many holes from this barbed wire bat, it just collapses in on itself. Like split out, all of that. Which brings us to Lottie. You are looking around, so I'm gonna have you roll me a street smarts to see if you can find this this person.
All right. That is a 5.
And what is your street smarts score?
19.
Perfect. Yeah, you are looking around and you see in this, like, you think you see some movement. It's like right now you're in the backstage area, and there's like a little ramp up to what would be like the entrance for the wrestlers, all on their way to the ring. And it's pretty dark in there because they're doing their like light check and everything at the moment. Like you think you see sort of like near the ramp in a shadowy thing, you might see like some pinstripey suit situation happen. Like you think you might see him like right on the other side of the wall. by the like runway thing. Mm-hmm. Let's see, that brings to Dipper.
It hurt. I finish it off.
Mm-hmm. Do it.
I got a 10, so +1, it's 11.
That
Do you
is
need me
what
to roll
uh
damage for this one.
so yeah, I mean, no, you hit and it only had 1 hit point left.
Yeah, I thought so.
It just sort of, you get that little as the rest of the
Stomp
air comes out of it.
Stomp on it a couple more times for good measure.
Yeah, naturally, sure. Great. And that essentially. Oh, and Ronnie, you were gonna look for. Just go ahead and roll me another street smarts to see if you do see any more of the not basketballs. I mean, I can also just tell you as opposed to having to roll.
I do make it successful street smarts check.
Perfect. So, you look around. There don't seem to be any other basketballs lying around. There's like a volleyball that looks a little questionable, but like it doesn't seem to have legs or claws growing out of it, so you think you're okay.
Is there like a net nearby that I can put it in, or like
sure.
a basket?
Yeah, sure. You know, there's like one of those like mesh containers that seems to have other balls in it, like that, you know, they used to they put them in at the end of the night and stuff.
Yeah, the sack. So I'm gonna gingerly pick up this volleyball and keep it at claw length and put it in this mesh bag. And I imagine I'm gonna struggle a little bit with the mesh bag because, you know, the claws, and then there's gonna be a small kerfuffle, but
sure,
we're fine.
Absolutely. And on that note, friends, we are a lot past where I wanted to take a break. So we're gonna we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna see what happens with the aftermath of all of the not basketball nonsense. As a reminder, we are raising money for the Trevor Project. We've raised $240 already, which is freaking awesome. We're like halfway to our goal, almost halfway to our goal. And the next goal at $60 is a Friday afternoon tea giveaway. Y'all don't want to miss out on this. I'm not only giving away Earl Grey tea, not Earl Grey, Earl Gay tea, some of the special tea for June that is going to disappear at the end of the month. So I'm giving that away, and also a prototype of the upcoming Smut Tea blend. This is a prototype version that you won't get anywhere else because we nixed one of the flavors in it. It is still delicious. It just wasn't quite what we were working on, so you can get a sneak taste of what was one of the potential smut tea options. And I can tell you right now, it's an excellent blend. I'm really excited. I really want to give it away to people so that people can try it. So go ahead, donate some money to the Trevor Project, help us out. And we will be back in like 10 minutes for the rest of this Tingleverse adventure. Proven love is real. Heckin' dang. All right, everybody, we'll be right back. And hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Tingleverse. Our buckaroos, ladybucks, and buds, we're here. Because we made it to our, we hit our $100 very early on. Thank you all for that. As I said before the break, we are $60 away from our Friday afternoon tea giveaway, and it's the delicious Earl Grey and the wonderful and delightful prototype of smut tea that we're giving away. But because we hit 100, we thought we would stop and do our poetry moment. This was a special treat that Junie volunteered to offer, and frankly, I'm very excited about it. So, Junie, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh boy.
I just like how I would just put people on the spot. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. I put myself on the spot.
It's
for
true.
this.
You did volunteer. This was not something that had to happen, but here we are.
It's for charity.
It is for charity.
So, for our poetry break, good start. I will be reading May I Feel, Said He, by E. Cummings. May I feel, said he. I'll squeal, said she. Just once, said he. It's fun, said she. May I touch, said he. How much, said she. A lot, said he. Why not, said she. Let's go, said he. Not too far, said she. What's too far, said he. Where you are, said she. May I stay, said he. Which way, said she. Like this, said he. If you kiss, said she. May I move, said he. Is it love, said she. If you're willing, said he. But you're killing, said she. But it's life, said he. But your wife, said she. Now, said he. Ow, said she. Tip-top, said he. Don't stop, said she. Oh, no, said he. Go slow, said she. Come, said he. Said she. You're divine, said he. You are mine, said she. This has been May I Feel, said he, by E. Cummings.
Well then.
Well then.
I do like to imagine
Oh,
though
boy.
that was Lottie Lee taking a nice little poetry break.
Yep.
I mean, if I had half a mind, I would have done it in her accent, but
It's all right.
I mean, to be fair, yes, Shadow accurate. That's fair.
Lottie can be a voice actor.
Clip that. Clip that, and if I, like I said, I put a stream marker in so I can refind it and then just make a whole highlight out of it, because I don't think 60 seconds quite covers
A whole hot highlight.
a whole hot highlight. Oh golly gee willikers. So we're playing a game that's fun. It's fine. Hi everybody, welcome.
so now that I've set the tone for the second half of this game.
Yes. So where we left off, our group that just came together right before a big old wrestling match, heard an ominous chuckle, saw a lanky man in a pinstripe suit with sunglasses in the corner, and then disappear briefly, and then a group of not basketballs converged on them, and they bravely fought off these strange creatures. Hold on, my eyelash is coming off. It's fine, these are magnetic. So anyway, our Lottie at the end of this was looking around to see if they could find the lanky man in a pinstripe suit in question, and saw something in the corner, like heading out, like on the other side of the backstage wall, essentially the runway, essentially seeing something like near the runway that of the entrance to the ring. So you have 4 deflated not basketballs scattered around, a volleyball that looked suspicious put away, courtesy of Ronnie. What are y'all gonna do? What are you doing y'all?
First, Rick is going to put away the baseball bat and brush some sweat off his abs. Gonna look around at everyone. Is everyone okay? We all good? Anyone hurt?
I'm all right. Ronnie, Lottie, Lee, are you all right? Did your glasses break? Did they crack when in all the kerfuffle?
Surprisingly, no. But I'm sorry. I'm a little distracted. Ronnie, hon, are you all right?
Oh, yeah, yep, we're good. and I'm gonna take off my glasses and clean them.
While Ronnie is cleaning their glasses, I'm gonna call Jennifer over.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right. Look, I don't know how much of that you saw, but right before those basketballs, I guess, started attacking us, we saw this this other person like up on the stage. They were kind of like wearing a pinstripe suit, sunglasses. So if you can just let the rest of security know to keep an eye out for anyone matching that description, they might be here to cause trouble.
Oh, well, yeah, of course. And she sort of tosses her mane in the wind. The one in the pinstripe suit?
Yeah.
Oh, didn't you know? He's looking to buy out the circuit.
Excuse me?
Yeah, that's been the talk. There's some bigwig from the City of Devils here to, like, he wants to buy us out. And I'm sorry I couldn't help with the whatever those were. I was dealing with some of the fans in the front, and then I tried to run over here, but you all looked like you had it just fine.
No, that makes sense. You know, keep as many fans out from the back as you can. All right. Well, this is the first I'm hearing about this, so.
Honestly, I only heard about it this morning. He just kind of showed up and said, "Hey," and he was talking to Sheath a little bit earlier,
Right,
but
well,
it sounded like he was very interested, especially with the tour being international and all, going to Canada and whatever.
Right. Well, I'll have to let Mr. Sheath know about this. You just you know, keep an eye out.
Okay.
If anything else happens, just let us know. All right.
Yeah, anything for you, Rick. You know
Right,
you're
you're-
my favorite.
You're the best.
Tosses her name. Sort of trots off.
Once Jennifer leaves, I'm gonna head over to the other three. Right. So, first off,
Wait, before you keep going, has anyone seen Ronnie? Like, their cute little bespectacled face just disappeared out of my vision. I don't know where they went.
I'm gonna look over at Ronnie. It's like, isn't.
Starlight, do you not see them over there?
Well, I see
Right.
this new folks pal right here, but like I don't recognize them.
Okay.
Well, I can't quite see who's talking, but I see a purple blob, which I don't think is Lottie, so it must be Dipper.
Huh. Are you a twin or something? Cause Ronnie wears glasses.
Oh, I also. oh no, I also wear glasses, but sometimes the pollen gets on the glasses.
I still don't understand what
s-
pollen is except for a torture device.
Lottie, was that you? Lottie, weren't you the one that told me that pollen is the torture device?
I mean, it sure is a lot of things, but yeah, torture device of the lungs is one of them.
As this conversation.
Huh.
Do you need assistance? My little raptor friend.
Oh no, I think I'm. Oh, okay.
Oh, there you
Okay,
are,
that's
Ronnie.
better.
Where'd you go?
Okay. So, first off, thank you for your assistance. Ideally, we usually try not to get fans involved in backstage incidents, but you know, you were a big help, so thank you. I'm glad that everyone's okay. I guess I should properly introduce myself. Rick Riker. I'm one of the talents here. I kind of heard your names being uttered. I'm guessing you're Dipper,
Howdy.
Ronnie, and Lottie Lay. Am I saying that right?
It's Lottie Lee, but
Lottie
it
Lay.
works.
Thank you. So you're looking for backstage passes, yeah?
Yes. Yes, we are.
Why don't you three come with me? I'll see what I can do.
That's mighty kind of
Coming.
you.
So I will take the other three. I will bring them to see Mr. Sheath.
Oh, sure. Sheath is easy enough to find, and you see Sheath is in what appears to be like a really intense conversation with that same lanky man in a pinstripe suit. Having like they're talking figures and stuff like that. Honestly, it's not a super interesting conversation. They just seem to be like really intense about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then
are they like in a back room, or are they just like standing out in the open?
they're kind of like they're standing near the rink, or the ring, like on the floor though, below it, and sort of like in just kind of in front of the seats. Like they're still like they haven't started to let people in yet, so
All right.
sort of
I'll kind of like maneuver the group so that we're behind like the tall pinstripe wearing man,
Mhm.
and kind of like wave to get Mr. Sheath's attention, and like gesture like when you have a moment.
Sheath sees you and sort of nods and says to his friend, "Oh yeah, you'll have to excuse me a bit, Torbo. This is I gotta go talk to one of my guys. Yeah, hey Rick. Sorry that I'm just talking to. This is Torbo Bartholomew. He's like one of the I don't know. He's like some deal maker from the City of Devils. Yeah. What do you want?
Well, I don't know if Jennifer has informed you, but there was an incident backstage. Some basketballs came to life and attacked this group of fans that had gone back there.
Basketballs.
So just wanted to.
Were they like
Yeah.
our basketballs, or were they like the ones that
No,
like?
I think they were the rec centers.
Oh,
So
shit,
we're
I'm
probably gonna have to
pay
comp them
those,
for that.
aren't we?
Yep. But anyway, these three here, they helped take care of them. So I was wondering, maybe, we comp them for the time. Maybe we get them some backstage passes. Just as a sign of our gratitude.
Oh yeah. You know what? Rock, roll me a charm test, just cause.
Charm.
Yeah. See,
That's a 2.
it's pretty successful for the charm. Yeah. Sheath kind of nods and was like, yeah, this in his like leather holster kind of way. What kind of way that is, I don't know, but it's a leather holster kind of way. So he sort of like says, yeah, he looks the other three of you over and says, sure, yeah, of course, anything, if they're friends of yours, obviously, like we can totally get them in and get them to see the show. Like the more the merrier, really. Ronnie, are you carrying your signs still?
No, my signs, I would have placed them down at some point.
Good
I
to
don't know where, but they are no longer in my hands.
Okay. Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
All right. Sure. I don't know. I think it's Cholm. Cholm is the one who's got the passes. If you want to like say hi to them, but yeah. I've never heard of like basketballs like that before. Like the basketballs attacked you?
Yeah, they had like little claws and kind of like crabs, you know. I'm kind of like just lean down to like whisper in Sheath ear, just between the two of us. We saw this guy like on the stage, and he he was looking at us. And he like laughed just before it happened. So I don't know if he was like involved. I don't know if like people from the City of Devils are able to do that sort of thing. But just just keep an eye on him, right? I've got
On
the security
Torbo?
team. Yeah, I again, correlation, not necessarily causation, all that, but
Fair.
I've got a funny feeling,
He seems awful nice to me, just between you and me, he's offered to buy the circuit.
Yeah, Jennifer mentioned that.
Wait, Jennifer had told you?
Oh yeah,
that's
Jennifer was at the scene. She's going around with the rest of the security team, just keeping an eye out, just in case something else happens.
Okay, good. That she wasn't supposed to tell you that, but okay. Okay. Well, that feels odd. He seems really nice. I mean, I can't imagine him doing anything super nefarious or anything like that. He's been really quite helpful with the ring, and he was telling me about all of his plans. It's very exciting.
Sure. I mean, we can discuss that after the show. Just it's about we're almost at opening time, so.
Oh yeah, you've got what, like half an hour or something.
Just keep an eye out,
Okay. Will do.
Yeah. So I will I stand up. All right, Mr. Steve, thank you for your time. Look over at Torbo, Mr. Bartholomew. Pleasure meeting you. I will turn to the other three and say, all right, well, come on, let's get you those passes.
As you head away, as you sort of nod to Torbo Bartholomew, he sort of cracks, like he kind of gives you like that like half smile, like and then it sort of gets wider and wider and cracks into a big grin, and you start to see these very sort of sharp, pointy teeth that Sheath can't see. Yeah, this is one dude who definitely does not seem. There's some weird stuff in the Tingleverse, but like most of them, you get the good vibes from. They're heckin' good people. There's just something off about this deal maker from the City of Devils. Something off about him.
I'll kind of give him like an uncertain smile, nod, and just usher the rest of the group away.
Ronnie always being the last one to catch up with the group, catches the smile, and I'm gonna look back at him, and just with only love in my heart, I'm gonna do a full-blown smile as a velociraptor. So my mouth also does like the gets bigger with a lot of teeth.
Precious.
Amazing. Are you trying to do something, or are you trying to be friendly? Are you trying to like feel a little scared? What's going on there?
I'm trying to be wholeheartedly friendly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Roll me a charm test just for fun, or charm roll just for funsies. And I want to say, Rick, you've got this interesting thing, Okay, I'm just kind of looking at it to see. Yeah, okay. Interesting. You would know, Rick, I would say, based on your only I'm gonna give you this because you have this ability called this unique way of meta awareness. That does things mechanically, admittedly, but also like I want to give you that you would know that in the Tingleverse, the universe in which you inhabit, that the deal makers from the City of Devils are definitely bad guys. Like, there's no way that he doesn't have something up his sleeve in wanting to purchase this wrestling circuit.
Oh, yeah. Like, legit bad guy, not like playing the bad guy.
Correct. Yeah. Like, unlike you, who just plays the bad guy for entertainment purposes, deal makers are legit bad dudes. So yeah, and so Ronnie, remind me what you rolled on the charm.
Well, I don't know what the rule is in the Tingleverse, but I got an 11, and my charm is also an 11.
Right. Yeah. See, I would say I think meet or beat is correct, regardless, even if it's up or down. So we're gonna say that is successful, unless you want to use one of your advantages / also you specifically have 2 of the heckin' good rolls as well.
Actually, that is true. And I definitely would like to use a heckin' good roll on this heckin' good toothy grin.
On this heckin' good toothy grin on the crit smile. Yes. Perfect. So our friend let's see. This Turbo Bartholomew, our deal maker, like, who was flashing his toothy grin, like, takes, like, it's interesting because, like, he almost takes a step back at your incredible friendliness. Like, it's not fear, it's not, but maybe because he is such an evil dude, he is a little bit scared of just how friendly and lovely Ronnie is. That's what we're gonna go for that.
Yeah, kill him with kindness.
Yeah, exactly, sort of situation. But if you are yes. But if you are able, I would say if you're gonna go and find a Cholm. Cholm is a big, tall, woolly mammoth in a tie-dye t-shirt. Hey Rick, how's it going?
Cholm, buddy.
Hey, what's
Listen,
up?
I need 3 backstage passes for this group here.
Over your friends over here? Sure, yeah, I got you some backstage passes all right there.
Excellent. All
Hi,
right.
I'm Dipper. Hi, I'm Dipper.
Hi, Dipper. Hi.
Lottie.
Hi, Lottie. Bless you, I guess. So are you gonna win tonight, Rick? Or are you gonna beat Dink the Sink?
Well, that would be a spoiler.
Oh, man, I love wrestling. It's so cool. Like, the action, the anticipation, and you never know. And it's like the same show every time, but it's like different every time. It's totally wild.
That's the beauty of the business,
So, nice abs today. They're looking really good.
As always, done my crunches.
Good. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
What do you know about that guy that Mr. Sheath is talking to? Have you seen him before?
No. Like, he just kind of, like, appeared during the load-in, I think. And then, like, was talking to Sheath and stuff. He's kind of weird, though. Did you notice, like, it was dark in there and his sunglasses never came off?
Well, yeah, I mean, I wear sunglasses during my entrance, so it's not that weird, but,
Yeah, that's
you know,
true. But
I am getting, like, weird vibes from him, you know?
Yeah, like, super weird vibes, dude.
Hi, Lottie. Didn't you
Eh?
introduce yourself as from, like, Hale, Montana? Is that, like, the same place, or... Do you know the guy?
Well,
I don't know if it ain't the same place. I ain't from here.
no,
Oh.
it's fine. You could say Hell's Gate, Montana is kind of a sister city to the City of Devils. And I haven't met specifically that dealmaker, but I have met dealmakers before. Part of me wanted to talk to him, but probably wouldn't have gone well.
Yeah, that's probably for the best. Well, Sholm, thanks again.
Sure.
I'll talk to you after the show.
Sure, dude. Anything. Anything
Alright.
for you, Rick Riker. I got you.
There you go.
Hey,
Alright.
how are you doing on the chocolate milk? You're all stocked up?
Oh, we're good.
Okay, good. Yeah, because I might have the hookup on, like, some other kind of milk if you ever need anything.
Okay, all right. You know, maybe we'll talk over the show.
Okay, sounds good. That sounds really good.
All right, cool. All right. Getting close to opening time, so I'm gonna see if I can find Dink, and then gotta go over the show with him. Gonna get these two get these three situated.
Okay.
See you around.
Sounds good. And so yeah, let's go through the show a little bit. We'll kind of do kind of a like cutscene montage of this epic wrestling show that happens. What are the three of you? So, let's check in with the three of you. What are you doing during the show? Tell us what you're up to. It's like there's lights, there's like all sorts of props, there's confetti cannons, there's like you see, and like this is kind of the most exciting thing that's ever happened in Billings, Montana in a while. There are names that you've definitely heard of before, for sure. Yovdar Karnan is there. Elizo Jiza is there. They're kind of fighting each other. They're the like they're the sort of novelty act, really. Everything's been usurped by Karare. Sia is one of them. You know, just the creme de la creme of the D-list wrestling circuit, essentially.
I actually have small confetti-sized pieces of paper that have the Violence Anonymous's hotline written on it.
Perfect.
Yeah, and it says only hugs. Call this number.
The funniest part about this is because there's no cell phones, so you're always gonna be calling from like a landline. Or,
Yep.
like, or something.
Correct.
Or, like,
Yeah.
a toll booth.
No cell phones
Or
in the
both,
Tingleverse.
phone booth.
Nope.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
are we like gently sabotaging like the bits with our Violence Anonymous paraphernalia?
I'm 100% shoving them in the confetti cannons.
Absolutely.
Can I do anything to help with your protest?
Well, oh, and Lottie reaches in their bag and pulls out these sort of like translucent sheets of paper that have like words cut out. Like, if you can put these in front of the spotlights, that'll really broadcast our message.
I'll see what I can do, yeah.
Thank you. Perfect.
I'm gonna.
Do a spot. See, go find some spotlights.
Are you doing this like all during all of the matches and stuff like that?
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty, I'm going to have you all roll like. So this is going to be like some sort of like sneaky, stealthy thing, which I believe I can't remember if that's going to be street smarts or dexterity, but I'm pretty sure it's street smarts.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Let's see how all of this goes. And while they're rolling and stuff like that, Rick, what are you doing? Describe this match to us.
So in the back, it's not quite time for my match yet.
Mhm.
I'm in the back with Dink. We're kind of just going over what we're gonna do for our segment.
Mhm.
Just reminding him, like, hey, remember, you're the face. You're gonna go out first. They're gonna play your music. Go out through the curtain. Get the crowd pumped up. Get in the ring. You're gonna take the microphone. Cut your promo. Make sure you thank everyone for coming tonight.
Mhm.
Say something nice about the city. Then, before you finish, my music's gonna hit. I'm gonna come out, gonna interrupt you on my promo. Okay?
Mhm.
We're gonna
Mhm.
do our match. Once the referee tells us it's time, we'll do the finish. You pin me. Everyone goes home happy. Got it?
Everyone happy. Yeah, got it. Got it.
Cool.
Let's do this. I'm gonna
Alright.
have you roll. So this is gonna be. I'm gonna leave it up to you. This is gonna be like a version of a. This is either gonna be to see how your match ends up going. We're gonna have you do like either a performance or like which would I think be a charm test if I remember correctly, or like a strength thing, depending on what you feel. Actually, you know what? I'll tell you what. Roll both for me. Roll both a strength and a and a charm to just see
Okay.
like what how this all goes off for you.
Alright, so my charm
Mm-hmm.
is a 2.
Okay.
Strength is a 10. And my strength score is 16.
Okay, so you rolled, and your charm is pretty high up
16,
there.
yeah.
16, perfect. Okay, so this is like one of your best shows that you've done. Like something about the crowd, something about like also having like fought the not basketballs earlier today has like got your blood pumping and your sweat pooling and like you're just glistening all over in full like human abs glory. I can talk. Yeah, the crowd is super, super, super riled up and excited. Dink even is performing like better than expected, honest. I mean, Dink is very charming, let's not lie, but like he's a better actor than he is necessarily a wrestler. But he's like hitting all of his marks. You're getting booed left, right, and center. He's getting all the cheers.
Yeah, I'm like every chance I'm getting, I'm like climbing up onto the ropes. I'm like yelling at the crowd, riling them up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if like at some point I like untie one of the turnbuckle covers to like expose it.
Mm-hmm. And then beautiful. And then my friends who are trying to sabotage all of this, go ahead. Tell me what your rolls are as far as your I think this is what I say, street smarts.
Yeah.
Okay, how'd you roll?
I rolled a 9 under my 12 street smarts.
Perfect.
So I'm blending in very well with my dark starry body in the
Mhm.
rafters and the catwalk.
There's so many lights on, it works really well.
I rolled a 4 under my 19.
Perfect.
So I've pulled the Centaur John Cena. You cannot see me.
Somehow, the imposing figure of Lottie has maybe
What figure?
has like maybe they're just blinded by Lottie's beauty and just didn't question the centaur at all.
When you go somewhere with enough confidence, you act like you're supposed to be there, they won't question
Yeah,
it.
correct. Ronnie,
Yeah.
how'd you do?
So I rolled an 8 under my 15.
Wow, this is the best part about the ability checks is you have to roll low, which is great for those who do. Yeah, so you're able to like get those like flyers into the confetti cannons. because the crowd is completely distracted by Rick's shenanigans, you're able to sort of do them get those flyers in now pretty easily. I want to say, as the show is going on, it's all like everything's going to plan, etc., etc. When like the chuckle happens again, and he sort of the deal maker Torbo comes sort of comes up, and all of you probably will see this as well, as he comes up like near the end of the match. Is like, it looks like Dink's about to, I'm not sure if now here's the thing, is this one of those Rick, is this one of those matches that the heel wins or that the face wins?
Oh, Dink's winning.
Dink's winning. Okay, cool. Like our deal maker Turbo comes up to you when you're sort of like, when it looks like he's about to take you down. Dink's sort of like amping up the crowd on his side, like, you know, and it looks like you're hurt and you're busted, and the deal maker comes up to you, Rick, and he's, so, this isn't what you really want, is it? In the middle of the...
Is he like at ringside?
He's at the ringside, like in the middle of the match.
Alright,
come on.
Considering that this was not part of the planned show, I'm
correct,
like kind of looking at him. It's like, sir, you really shouldn't be out here.
You know, this is the thing that I hate about these shows, is that the heel, this is the face always wins. It's so boring. What if you just, like, what if you won this time? What if you took the match this time?
Alright. I'm gonna like kind of like subtly gesture to Dink to like stall for time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna like lean over the bottom rope at him. It's like, okay, look, the thing about the business, and I don't know how things work where you come from, but here, we have this little thing called professionalism, and if I'm going into business for myself, that's not going to look good on me in the long run. So I appreciate your offer, but I really need you to leave before I call security.
Yeah, I don't think so. See, here's the thing. I already bought this and this company and the circuit. It's now mine. You just said no to your boss. And he starts to pull you. He tries to pull you out of the ring at this point. So I'm going to have you roll a...
Strength?
Strength, yes.
Cool. That is an 8.
Okay. Let's see. He rolled a natural 1.
Nice.
Which means that he is quite successful in pulling you out of the ring. And as he does so, this like other being that like it's this weird, it's this kind of like strange looking amorphous blob that comes into the ring. Let's see. Let me flip to the right page for this one, shall I? There's a lot of different things. And he's like, yeah, I think he's gonna take over now, because he'll listen to me, and you don't seem to want to do that. And so there's this being is about 5 feet tall. It's kind of faceless features. It's almost like there's this static that goes across his skin, almost like almost like a TV set, sort of like the old TV set, like static. But he's got like 3 fingers, 2 toes, kind of a creature look, and he goes in the ring and starts moving over to where Dink is and attempts to like take Dink down.
Has Dink noticed what's going on with like me and Torbo?
No, Dink sort of like when you sort of gestured for Dink to like keep hyping up the crowd, he was like, oh, and starts doing that. Yeah.
What about the referee?
The referee, who is in this particular case, is our good friend. I haven't come up with enough names for these ones. We're gonna call the referee Bob, and he's like a big old hairy Bigfoot kind of character in like a very tiny, like almost a crop black and white pinstripe shirt. Like goes to try and stop this character from coming in the ring, and this character, this like weird creature, sort of like backhands Bob out of the ring and keeps heading towards Dink.
Okay. What I think I'm gonna do is, assuming I have like time to do this, I'm going to like throw my hands up in an X to signal to the back that like something's wrong out here, and that we need help.
Okay. I will say probably at this point, Jennifer will come running in this time. I'll try and remember to roll things for Jennifer. And I'm going to have, at this point, we're going to go once more into, in our combat round, or into our initiative rounds. So Jennifer's running in. The Bigfoot is down on the floor. Dink does not see the channeling heading towards him. And this channeling goes to take a swipe at Dink. So, what are the rest of you doing?
Do we see all this?
Roll me. No, you know what? I would say that because you're like watching stuff. It depends. Are you paying attention? Are you watching the ring?
I was told to put little pieces of paper in front of the lights, and the lights are shining down on the ring.
So probably.
So yeah.
Okay, sure. Then you would see this. I would say if you were looking at the ring, then yeah, you would see this.
Does it look hostile?
Sure does.
All right. I'm just going to say I attack and leave it at that.
Okay.
Description pending.
Drop down from the rafters or something like that. Cool. Great. Lottie and Ronnie.
I think Lottie is gonna try and make it harder for this thing to hurt people, using timeline haze.
Excellent. Okay. Ronnie, what are you doing?
So I just got all the papers and confetti canisters. I get distracted by the concession stand.
Sure. Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So I'm probably just turning around to look back at the ring, shoving a hot dog in my mouth. I'm double fisting hot dogs. So
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing as this happens.
Alrighty. Cool. So I'm going to have everybody roll their initiatives. And I'm going to roll for Jennifer, Bob, Dink, the channeling, and the deal maker. I don't know why I did this to myself, but here we are. I promise this won't be as long as the not basketballs.
The more the merrier.
Yep. Okay. So, we are doing.
Got a 7.
Got a 7. 2, 3, and then I have. Oh, it would be helpful if I was rolling the correct dice. Rolling d20s. It's like I'm in the wrong system or something. Okay. 4, 2. Maker is 6. 2, 8. Okay. Great. Okay, so the channeling is going to go for Dink first. And all he's going to do is, like I said, he's going to take a swipe at Dink, which is going to be 2 swipes at the moment. One of them hits, and the other one does not. Takes 1d10. Dink takes... He hits Dink, gets sort of like this weird... like, there's this weird buzzing sound as he swipes at Dink, and also like that kind of like porcelain sound. It's like... It's almost like... I'm trying to think how to describe it. But essentially when like he makes contact with like one of the metal knobs and there's like the buzz gets louder, essentially, as Dink takes like 5 points of damage. And that brings us to Rick. Your move. Oh.
Rack, you there? Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no, is Rick
Oh, no.
frozen?
Oh,
Rack!
Oh,
No!
Hello, Rick.
Oh, there you are.
it is your move.
Rack's back?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm
So
like,
yeah,
glowing with myself.
was my move just like throwing the X up?
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to do something else too, you can, because I wasn't. super clear
Yeah,
on
I
that.
guess I'll try to like struggle out of Bartholomew's grip.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, like
Roll
break
me roll me another strength ability score.
Ooh.
And I'll roll to see if he.
That is a 2.
That is definitely lower than his roll. So you are able to struggle out from the Dealmaker's grip. Just fine. Which brings us to actually said Dealmaker, who is going to, having done what he came to do, which was essentially to get you out of the ring, to let his minion back in. He sort of starts to run back towards the entrance. Not run, he sort of stroll casually, I would say, back towards the like backstage area. And that's all he's doing right now. He doesn't like to get his hands dirty if he doesn't have to. Which will take us to, I believe that is, it looks like Dipper's turn.
I pull a bow out of nowhere.
Ooh!
You have no clue where the bow came from and how a horse unicorn uses a bow. Who knows? Don't think about it. And I aim down at this TV looking thing, this monitor, I guess.
Mhm.
Like, you'll never be able to stay alive after my shot from the heavens, and I'm just gonna shoot him with the bow of the bad boy.
With the bow of the what does the bow of the bad boy look like?
It is literally just shining stars that come out of my body. That's where it
Amazing.
came from.
Go ahead and roll. Roll to attack.
I don't know if pinpoint accuracy does anything as a mechanic, but
Sure.
It's-
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm gonna use an advantage because that was
Do it.
really high.
Yeah, do it. For attack rolls, you want to roll high.
Oh, you want to roll? Okay, then I got a 17 on my.
Oh,
my roll
perfect.
then.
Okay,
I'm not
yeah.
using an advantage.
Yeah, let me take a look at. Now I have to pull up my other stat for that because I do have that. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo.
I didn't pull up what kind of damage a bow does.
That's okay. So yeah,
Sorry.
actually, you are able to. That's enough. A 17 actually does hit this channeling. And roll for damage for that.
Do you know what it is off the top of your head, or should I just roll like a d6?
Let me look at the.
That's my fault. I apologize.
That's okay. For the bow of the bad boy. No, I don't know it off the top of my head. Sure, let's do it. Let's call it a d6 and call it a day.
Cool. I'll just roll 1d6 plus 1 because
Yep.
my bad boy bow is a plus 1.
You got it.
That is a total of 4 damage.
4 damage.
I don't know. It's just pinpoint accuracy.
Oh sure. Okay.
Knock one of its knobs off to change the channel.
Okay. 4. Okay. There's only one of these. So then that brings us to Lottie.
So, timeline haze has a preparation time of 1. Does that mean I have to cast it on the next turn?
No. So the preparation time, basically, that gets added to or subtracted from your initiative. Which means because it has a preparation time of 1, that means that it gets subtracted from your initiative roll, essentially. So actually, then you wouldn't be going next. You would be going after after this other character, after Jennifer, actually. For this
Okay.
one.
Okay, cool.
So Jennifer is going to do her move, which is essentially Jennifer was going to stand in front of. Jennifer was actually going to try and catch the Dealmaker because he had laid hands on her dear friend Rick Riker, and that's not okay. So she's going to try and grapple with, try and catch Turbo. And her roll was a little bit lower, so she is able to grapple Turbo. Which brings us to Lottie. You're doing time haze.
That is correct.
Perfect. How does that work?
Well, let's take a look here. The true Buckaroo uses this cool move to magically pull the Tingleverse timeline ever so slightly out of alignment, creating a blurry distortion within the area of effect, which is 10-yard cube plus additional 10-yard cubes per level.
Mm-hmm. Amazing.
It obscures almost all sat within the cube at maximum misalignment. Everything attacking into or out from the blur receives a 5 penalty on their attack rolls. Can I make it
Yes.
smaller than that area of effect? Can I just put it like right around this monster?
I mean, I would say sure. Yeah. That makes sense to me that you would be able to. I mean, it would make sense that you would be able to control how small this is.
It seems right.
Sure. Yeah. I'll say yes, because why not? Oh, hi, Raiders.
Thank you for the raid.
Thank you for the raid. Hi, everybody. Welcome on in. We're playing Into the Tingleverse, and we're raising money for the Trevor Project. We're $60 away from doing a tea giveaway. Also, we are in the middle of fighting our intrepid Tinglers are in the middle of in the middle of a wrestling match that has gone sour. Yeah, so okay, so everything that tries to attack, they receive a 5 penalty on their attack rolls, which is awesome which is not great. Well, this channeling receives a penalty on the attack roll, yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I kind of figure if it's like just right around the channeling, you can still more or less hit it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sure. Cool. Great. And then Ronnie, you're distracted by the stand, by the concession stand.
So
Okay.
I was shoving a hot dog in my mouth. I probably would be finishing up the second hot dog at this point in time. Because my mouth's pretty decent sized.
Mhm.
And then so I look around, I see this kerfuffle going on, and I sneeze.
Bless you.
And then I start wiping my hands to get ready
Perfect.
to
Okay, cool.
do some stuff.
Great. Okay, and then which brings us to, I believe, the top of the round. Since Dink was, until Dink got swiped, which he just did, he was not aware, so he didn't have a move this time around. And Bob was on the floor just trying to get up. So this next round, what are y'all doing? The channeling is going to try and attack. The channeling's trying to go after Dink again, but now it's a little bit harder because of the hazy timeline situation. The Jennifer has caught the Dealmaker, Turbo, and she's going to try and essentially like tie him up.
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm assuming the audience still thinks that like this is all part of the show.
Yeah.
So,
oh, for sure. They're having a great time.
So I'm going to move around to the other side of the ring, so where the TV monster is between Dink and myself. I'm going to signal to Dink from outside, like, let's just roll with it. And then tap my shoulder to signal him to give him a clothesline. And then I want to slide in under the bottom rope and hit him from behind, like at the knees.
Okay, cool. So that's Rick, Dipper, Lottie, Ronnie. What are you doing?
I will.
I
I was just gonna say, since I'm on the catwalk, I'd like to try and do one of these cool moves, as in just not cool move, just something I saw one of the other wrestlers do earlier and kind of like slam down on them with my elbow.
Okie dokie. Fantastic.
It's fine. It's great. I love it. So I'm assuming the concession stand is in the back, right? It's in the back. There's a lot of people between me and the ring and Jennifer and the what's the boss deal or thing. So I'm gonna, out of my patchwork vest, I'm gonna pull out a little bottle. Caution warning, spiders. That has one of these 8-legged friends on it. And I'm gonna down that bottle.
Fantastic.
Yeah, is that my whole turn? Would you call that?
Yeah, I would say so. That's an action.
Yeah. I just want to make sure. Okay.
And Lottie, what are you doing?
I'm going to help Jennifer tie up Torbo, but I also want to talk to him.
Okay. Alrighty. So everybody roll your initiative.
Like how every time you just don't even roll, Ronnie.
Yep. It's because Ronnie goes last.
He's always the last and everything.
My disembodied hand's got a 7.
Bye, Junie.
And a 9.
Okay. And all right. So sorry. That was a 9. And Lottie, what'd you get?
I got a 7.
A 7. Okay. And Dipper got a 4. And Ronnie goes last. Okay. And then we have, let's see. It was the Dealmaker. Or sorry, that was the channeling. We had the Dealmaker. We had Jennifer. And we had Dink. Perfect. So now remind me, Rick, what you had told Dink to do earlier, or what you were, because you had talked to Dink in your last turn. Is that right, or am I making that?
Yeah. So basically, my instructions to Dink were: let's just roll with what's going on. Give him a clothesline. I'll hit him at the knees.
Right. Okay. So Dink Dink gets to go first, and so after getting swiped by the channeling, he turns around and like sticks his arm out and just runs through it. So I'm going to roll an attack for that to see if it hits. Sure, why not? Unfortunately, he misses. The timeline disruption does make it a little bit more tricky to try and attack the channeling itself, but that's okay. It's not the end of it. It's not the end of the world. But he just sort of like kind of runs through, and like the crowd cheers because it's cool, I guess. And then Rick, you are up next.
All right. So seeing as the TV monster has like kind of avoided the clothesline, I'm going to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop up onto the ring apron and then kind of slingshot myself through between the top and middle rope and do like a little somersault. And then as I come out through it, I'm going to like give him like a elbow to the back of his knee.
Alrighty. Roll and sack roll for me.
It's 17.
That, honestly, I'm like, I know that there's like a, hold on. Boop-a-doop. I think that still hit. Yeah, actually that still hits. Rock on.
Cool. So it's a D4, you said?
Sure, yeah. Unless you have something to like, unless you have like anything that can modify that up, but I don't know if that's how that.
I don't think I saw anything that like improves unarmed stuff. So
Yeah,
he's gonna
that's fine.
take 3 points of damage.
Okay.
To his knees.
Great. Cool. So then after that is going to be the channeling's turn. To which it does try and attack you now since you were the last one to get a hit on it. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Wow, I'm rolling like garbage, actually, but that still hits you. Oh, wait. No, it doesn't. I lied. Nope, rolling like garbage, and with that -5 modifier, that does not hit. I rolled a 9, y'all. And I only had to roll a 5 to hit y'all. It's a problem. Anyway, so the channeling is not able to hit you. The timeline disruption is making it too difficult. So that brings us to, it looks like Lottie's turn is Lottie's up next.
Okay. I am going to run over to Jennifer and Torbo, just
right,
helping to tie him down. So, you're from the City of Devils, right?
Yes. And?
Thought I recognized your voice. What do you want with a wrestling circuit?
Isn't it obvious? It's what all devils want. Money and power. Honestly, this was the cheapest thing to get into, and it makes us so much money. I can see it now. Television shows, movies, Netflix specials.
Truly, you are the most nefarious steelmaker I've ever met. So, you're hell-bent, pun intended.
Wow.
Yep, regretted it as soon as it came out of my mouth.
And yet here we are.
So you're hell-bent on making an empire out of what? Nothing? You can do better than that. We all know wrestling's fake. No offense. Don't you want to be known as something more substantial?
Roll a charm?
Six. Gonna do that with advantage.
Sure, yeah.
4. Under 16.
Under 16, okay. Oh no, yeah. He looks contemplative. But as he's thinking on what you have said, it is Dipper's turn.
I'm not even gonna bother rolling because I have an auto crit, and I think auto critting on jumping off with an elbow to the monitor is really rad as hell.
Heck, yes, use that heckin' good fumble. So I'm excited about this because doing a heckin' good hit is really fun in this system. So what you're gonna do is you are going to roll what ends up happening with the heckin' good hits is you're gonna roll to it's not to confirm it. But what I need you to do now is roll, and you're going to keep rolling. You're rolling a d20, and you're trying to get above. You are trying to get above a.
I keep rolling until I miss.
Yeah, you keep rolling until you miss. So you're trying to roll above a 17. 17 or above.
Okay. I will roll, see how it goes.
Okay. It's a high one.
No, I am going to use my last advantage.
Hey, yeah.
Might as well, right?
Do it.
No, I rolled 2 6s in a row.
No,
So
okay.
I only, unfortunately...
You only roll your base damage, unfortunately, but it did hit, and it was very cool looking.
I hear a crack in the monitor. It's really cool.
Yeah.
I think we decided unarmed will be a D4.
Sure, yeah.
Cool. Hell yeah, why not? That is 2.
2. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Heck yeah.
I fall like a shooting star.
And you're not taking any damage because it was a heckin' good hit, and we enjoyed that, and it was
A good,
really,
heckin'
really
good
cool.
hit. And also, I can leap very high and far, so
Yeah.
I like to imagine I'm just weightless in space.
Perfect. Okay. So that's Dipper's turn, which brings us to the deal maker, to Torbo, who is getting tied up and getting dragged away, or getting tied up by, and sort of, he's like, he looks at you. He's like, when you say better, what did you have in mind? Because I thought this was a pretty good idea, actually.
Am I allowed to respond on his turn?
You totally can. We'll have a little bit of a conversation, then we'll keep going.
Okay. Well, I mean, sure, a wrestling circuit's great, but there are better options. How would you like to be in charge of a gate to the City of Devils?
A gate to the City of Devils? I mean, that sounds pretty cool.
How do you think I got here? And she tips her hat, revealing the horns.
Oh. You're like one of them devils that the City of Devils was named after. I'm not a devil. I'm just a deal maker. It's sort of what I do, but interesting. Okay.
Well, that's my
I could
point.
be in charge of a gate?
Think of it as something of a promotion.
Hold on 1 second.
Get closer to real devilhood.
The sun is glaring. My apologies. Okay, here we go. There's the face. Alrighty. So okay. Interesting. He's definitely intrigued by this conversation, and so has stopped sort of struggling against trying to get out of what's happening right now, which is Jennifer, who is locking hand. Now that she's got him tied up, she's got the handcuffs on him, and I would say she's essentially trying to incapacitate him at this point, and trying to drag him away from the stage area, from the audience, and is fairly successful. I would say it was her turn, and that's what she's doing, and she's pretty successful at it. So she's dragging him backstage, which takes us to Ronnie.
Okay. So I drink my spider milk.
Mm-hmm. You drank your spider milk.
Yeah. So, because of this, now, I'm walking kind of weird, like picking up my feet,
Mm-hmm.
like they're kind of like getting stuck to the floor too much. And then I walk up to a wall and I put a foot on it
Mm-hmm.
and like just test it for a second. And then I put my other foot on it. So now I'm on this like I'm, horizontal walking along this wall. Um and just kind of walking along, not really rushing anywhere. But I'm gonna walk to the nearest fire alarm.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna pull the fire alarm
Okay.
because it's our fellow other friends are don't realize that this is not part of the act and are in danger's way. So I'm actually gonna probably pull it with one of my claws on my bottom feet and set off that fire alarm, and then continue walking on the wall around to where Jennifer is.
Oh my god. Amazing. I'm gonna say, yeah, sure. That's great. The fire alarm goes off, and now in addition to all of the yelling and the like loud blaring music, there is the like that sound of an alarm.
Do the sprinklers turn on too?
Oh yeah, of course they do. The like torches that like were like, that occasionally flame up during these kind of epic matches like go out and all of that. Which brings us back to the top of the round, the next round. So what are you all doing? There's still the channeling that's just kind of that's like attempting real hard to take swipes at Dink and Rick. The audience is now like totally nervous and scared. Jennifer's dragging off the Dealmaker, dragging off Torbo. What are the rest of you doing?
Out of character.
Mhm.
Dipper, did you manage to get that like little transparent slide onto like the lights to like broadcast the advertisement?
I succeeded on my roll, so I'd say
Yep.
yes.
So would it be safe to say that like there's just like this big "only hugs" slogan like on the ceiling of the building?
Yeah, that's so
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
So I
Yeah.
think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna notice like this big like thing like splayed across the ceiling. It's like, okay, that might work. I'm gonna look over at Dink.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tap both of my biceps to signal bear hug, and then it's like I'm gonna approach the channeling from the front while Dink approaches from the back. So like just do like a combination bear hug on both sides and sandwich this thing between us.
Heck yes. I am here for this. What is everybody else doing?
I don't think I
Cheering
can.
for that.
Yeah, I don't think I can like. I kind of want to do the same thing. I want to give a hug.
Are you
Now
gonna join
do-
in the group hug?
I'm gonna join in the
Yes!
group hug.
Oh my god,
Amazing.
I'm so here for this right now. Okay, what's everybody else doing? Are we all hugging?
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna keep trying to sell Torbo on my definitely not a pyramid scheme that he definitely won't be at the bottom of.
Right, yep, uh-huh. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Ronnie?
I like that. What a non-violent solution.
Yep.
So, having seen Dipper do this once already, with my spider mouth that lasts for 20 rounds, I am going to.
I know. Spider
just lasts
Raptor.
forever,
Spider
honestly.
Raptor.
Yeah, so I'm gonna climb all the way up to the ceiling. At one point, I think I need to make a dex check to climb
Sure.
actual on the ceiling.
Yeah, you
And
do.
then and then I'm going to drop from the ceiling in to join in the group hug. From
Perfect.
above.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Everybody roll initiative for me to see how this goes. Okay, we're gonna do.
You got a
Wrong
10.
one. Okay, so Dipper got a 10.
Got 7.
Lottie got a 7. The channeling got a 1.
Got a 2.
Rick got a 2. Ronnie goes last.
Ronnie goes last.
Dink also got a 2. And the deal maker got a 6. And Jennifer got a 10. Okay. Cool. And I'm gonna add Bob in there, who's also going for this group hug situation, who got a 6. Bob. Okay, so first up, Dipper. Let's go with you first, and you're joining into this epic group hug situation. I'm gonna say that we're gonna treat this like an attack roll.
That's fair.
Yeah. Sure.
Nope, I miss.
Okay, you don't have any.
Unfortunate.
Yeah,
I have
nothing
nothing.
else. Shoot, bummer.
However, if someone wanted to donate some money to the Trevor Project and gives us some auto crits, that'd be
Exactly.
great.
We're like out of auto. We're out of like heckin' good fumble, heckin' good rolls, and also advantages. This would be a great time to donate to the Trevor Project and help us raise money. Also, we're like $60 away. From our Friday afternoon tea giveaway. We're almost done with the stream too, so we need to get those in there. So okay, great. Well, Dipper missed the hugging the channeling specifically, but I'd say that like Dipper's in the hug because I want this to be successful. But Dipper's more like hugging Dink and Rick around the sides and not really like making contact with the channeling. So that's going to take us to Jennifer, who is able to, let's see, is trying to basically is continuing to drag the dealmaker off stage. And like doesn't get too far because now the dealmaker's like, hold on, no, I want to hear more about this gate thing. And which takes us to Lottie.
So hear me out.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
This gate,
Mm-hmm. This gate.
you would be the manager of this gate. You would oversee.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but that sounds like work.
Well, owning a business is work, dear. I, if anything else, am taking some of that work out of your hands because ultimately I have to deal with all the bureaucratic red tape, devil stuff. But you are the one who gets all the acclaim. All you have to do is bring in other deal makers to help spread the word, maximize the flow through this gate. You understand? Get that mayhem flow and bring the chaos into this world, and you will be sitting pretty.
Roll me a charm.
I'm going to use my autocrit for this.
Alrighty. Perfect. So the deal maker sort of nods.
All right. Sign me up. What do I gotta do? This sounds great.
And she procures a contract from her bag.
Sure. Naturally.
Because devil, why not?
Devil, sure. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And Frozen just sign on the dotted line, my friend.
Cool. So up next, well, as Turbo is holding pen to paper, up next it appears to be, what did I write there? That must be Dipper's turn. Wait, did I read that? Did I do this in the wrong order? No, I didn't.
Dipper already went for this
Yeah,
round.
Dipper already
was
went
first.
and missed
Sorry.
a hug.
and missed the hug. Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh, it's Dink who's next. That was the other. This is me.
Yeah.
I was looking at the wrong initiative round. This is the weird part about these initiative, like doing initiative every round is silly.
I think Dink and I actually got the same.
You
initiative.
did. You both got 6. Do you want to take it then? Go ahead. By all means.
Yeah. So I'm gonna use my auto crit for this
Yeah.
hug.
Do it.
So what I think happens is I'm going to take a couple steps back,
Mm-hmm.
lean into the ropes, and then ricochet off of them. And assuming that Dink is also coming up on the other side,
Mm-hmm.
just throw both arms around the channeling and just catch it in a bear hug. And
Perfect.
I think part of the crit would be because Dipper has like his hand on my back and just like pushing me further in.
Yeah.
And so we're just like holding on as tight as it can and like maybe like even like hoisting it off of the ground a little bit.
Perfect. Go ahead and keep and roll some more attack rolls to see, like, again, I'm just seeing what's gonna happen. So
Right.
you're trying
Nat
to get.
20,
Oh, well, shoot. Keep going. Roll another.
18,
Okay. Keep going.
17,
Keep going.
3.
Okay. How many times? So that was 4.
I believe so.
Auto
yeah.
crit 20, 18, and 17. Okay. So now you're gonna roll your damage roll, but times 4.
Okay.
Or you can roll 4. You can roll it 4 times, or you can do, yeah.
Well, that's a 4, so I'm
Mhm.
gonna take that times 4.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, absolutely. Great. So that is 4 times 4 is
16.
16. Great. Perfect. I can math. 23 minus 16 is not a lot left. I think that's a 9. No, that's not right. 13, 7. 7. Perfect. All right, Dink's going in for,
Come on, Dink.
yeah.
You're the hero.
Dink's going in for this hug, this group hug. Oh, not quite good enough.
Ugh.
Which is fine. It's totally fine. We still have Ronnie is next. Yep. Next up is that's the deal maker. Never mind.
Yeah.
Deal maker's next. Deal maker goes ahead and signs on the dotted line, not at all questioning this scheme. It sounds too good to be true because it probably is.
Thank you for undergoing this transaction with me. Now, Torbo, that is your name, correct?
Yeah, that's my name.
As your boss, I'd like you to hand this business back to the previous owners, if you wouldn't mind.
What?
You heard me.
Also, it looks like we did get an additional. Hold on, I just thought we got an additional advantage for Dipper for the next roll. Beautiful. 250. We're 50 away from the tea giveaway, y'all. Okay. Roll another charm.
Give me my last advantage.
Do it.
$11 under 16.
Under 16.
Okay, but see, you didn't say that before. What if we, like, co-own the business?
Now, here's the thing.
Hmm.
Did you read the contract before you signed it?
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
What happens if I don't?
What happens to a deal maker when they fail to make a deal? Oh, yes. I
Give me
do
th-
suggest you comply.
Give me that leather holster.
Excuse me, that leather holster has a name.
I don't remember it.
I don't think you realize what position you're in here. How about this? I will oversee the operations of this business.
Mhm.
If you manage the operations in Hell's Gate. How's that sound? Is that fair?
I suppose.
I'm a reasonable devil. Don't waste an opportunity when it's handed to you. Don't look a gift centaur in the mouth.
And in that note, we're gonna head to the with that we're gonna head back to the wrestling ring where we have, and I forgot to roll for Bob, who also gets in on the group hug but does not like attack. And then which brings us to Ronnie. Oh, actually, I take that back. We have the channeling last up, who is like not looking real good right now. But like it's like doesn't know what to do with this like warm like set of hugs that are happening. It's like sort of fading away. Like it's very strange. So it's gonna try and like lash out at hold on. It has this weird move, but before it does that, hold on. There's this thing that's it's called Skinemax, I believe. Let me look and see what that does.
Did you say Skinemax?
I sure did.
Delicious.
Yep, that's exactly what that does. Uh-huh. So it's very confused and it's trying to get out of this hug. So it starts like flashing different scenes from erotic cinematography. Erotic cinema, one might say. And it's hard to see what it's interesting. It's impossible to make out the actual videos being displayed, and it will always appear that a glimpse of nudity is right around the corner. Anyone looking at the channeling when this ability is used must immediately make a save versus spell or become utterly awestruck as they struggle to glimpse a clear view of the sensual display.
So what save is that?
It's a spell save.
I have to roll under or over?
For the spell saves, I believe it is. I believe you have to roll. It's a good question. I want to say it's over, but I could be wrong. I think it. Spells do. Actually, I believe it's under. Come to think of it.
Ooh.
It's above. You have to roll above.
Oh, it is
your
above.
save number.
Okay, above the
Really?
save number. Yep.
Oh.
Thank you.
Alright.
There's a lot of rules on this one.
Well, I got a 19, and my spell save number is 17.
Perfect. Checks out. So anybody who's in the hug at the moment will have to make this spell save, I believe. So which I believe includes.
I got a natural 20.
Okay then, and let's see if Dink does not save.
Uh-oh.
Bob, however, does save. So, yeah. So three. Just say Dink, Bob. Yep. Okay, great, perfect. All right, which brings us to Ronnie's turn. So those of you who saved are fine. Dink will just will lose their actions for the next 1d4 rounds. Which we're almost, like, he's got 7 hit points left, y'all. We're gonna hug him. Hug him to death. Ronnie, you're up.
Okay. Well, because I'm a true buckaroo, I can't really do this as an attack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I only hug, no attacking.
Right, only hugs. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I will be dropping off of the ceiling into this hug pile.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that
And
sounds...
yeah, yep, that's it. That's it for right now.
I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna say, because now there's all of you around in this hug, and whether or not you're touching the changeling, except for Dink, who's like kind of backing away who's like sort of like peeking under and trying to look at the Skinemax thing and like try to see the nudity situation. The rest of you, if you would like, can close in around this changeling, hugging it tighter and tighter until it becomes, it sort of goes to nothingness.
Yeah,
Power of love.
I think
Power
as
of love.
that, I think
All
as
hugs.
I think as we like squeeze tighter, I'm gonna like cinch my fingers together to like really tighten my grip, and I'm gonna grunt, "This is a family-friendly program."
Hugs win the day. And I think on that note, I think we're quite a bit over where I wanted to, but we end with the epic Riker hugs win the day. There's lights are flashing. There's the gobo that says "No violence, only hugs" on the floor that was created by the wonderful and amazing Ronnie. Lottie is standing over, looking imperious and fabulous over the deal maker, who is looking a little reluctant about having signed their deal away. And on that end, we cut away from Billings, Montana. We'll see what happens next time in the Tingleverse. Maybe. Who knows? And on that note, we're going to call it there. So if my wonderful, amazing players would like to go around, tell us who you are, tell us what you're up to, anything that you've got going on that's super exciting. Let's start with who started the last time. Was that Shadow who went last time?
Yep.
Okay, let's start with you.
Me. Hi. Unlike Ronnie, I get to go first.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Shadow. I have played your lovely resident Velociraptor Ronnie today for this lovely charity event, which was awesome. If you want to see more quality content, mostly of just my void cat, but sometimes other things, maybe, you can go to my Twitter at ShadowbookCat. Tomorrow, I will be participating in another charity event over on Mayor's channel, and I'm sure they will tell you more about that in a few moments. But I will be there. It's kind of an all-day event, bunch of different games going on, and I'll be in one of the afternoon games. It's afternoon Pacific time, playing Hardwire Island, which is kind of this really awesome out of the comfort zone cyberpunk system, so that's gonna be fun. Otherwise, you'll just see me all over in random different parts of the internet, mostly in Lady Dame's chat as a little chat gremlin.
Yay.
And if you're here for Smutty Saturdays, you will definitely hear my voice alerts. I do not apologize. And that's pretty much it for me, and I'll pass it popcorn over to Rack.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. I've been Rakolai, Rakolai. Don't really have a preference. I have been Rick Riker tonight, your resident human pro wrestler, and you can find me right here on Twitch, twitch.tv/Rakolai. I stream Destiny 2, Gundam building, all sorts of things. I also do art commissions, so if you need a character portrait for a TTRPG character, for example, hit me up. We'll talk rates. You can also find me here occasionally on Lady Games channel for Smutty Saturdays. I do guest readings occasionally, and when I'm not there, I'm usually in chat, just causing trouble. That's where I am.
So much trouble. Who goes next?
Let's do Let's do Mare.
Hello, I am Mare. You can find me on Twitter at Archmage of Dice. I am a jack of all trades who does stuff around the internet, mostly a lot of TTRPG stuff. My non-charity games that I'm currently in right now are every other Tuesday. I play on Graham Cracker's channel where I play my Warlock Artificer. On Saturday nights, not tomorrow, but coming back next week, I'm on the Eva Saric's channel playing my Centaur Rogue that's set in an aquatic setting. Fun. And tomorrow, as some people have already mentioned, I am hosting an all-day charity stream benefiting Glisten on my channel. We have 4 TTRPG games throughout the entire day, and it's going to be really, really cool. We've got giveaways and stuff. Thank you for posting the link for me, Shadow, but that's the full schedule. I feel like I had one more thing. Oh, I'm also one of the tech producers on Friends Who Roll Dice, who also do a lot of charity projects. So come check them out. They're really cool. Popcorn over to Junie.
Hey everyone, I have been Junie. I've also been Lottie Lee, your resident pyramid scheme making centaur. All of that was off the cuff. If you enjoy what I do, you can see more of it on Twitter at Stellar Empress. You'll hear about most of the projects I'm on. I do a lot of work with Off the Table as one of their co-producers, and I am actually in a podcast with LD. It is on a little bit of a hiatus right now, but you should definitely catch up before it picks up again.
Yeah.
And I believe starting this upcoming Sunday, our Unraveling Metaphysical Fear Itself actual play will be coming back every week. So be sure to look out for that. I also am a maker of dice boxes.
Yeah.
And
They're real pretty.
this background is really not
I know.
cooperating with me.
Not even remotely.
But you can see more corporeal images of my work over at Emperor Hive on Twitter. And that's me. So I will throw it over to LD.
Hi everybody, I'm LD. I have been your Tingle Master this evening and I am the host of this channel. I am a late night variety streamer here on Twitch and a TTRPG content creator. I stream 9 p.m. Pacific every week, Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday currently, although keep an eye out because stuff is going to be changing soon. I am the host of the infamous Smutty Saturday, where I and a number of friends get together and we read erotica. This month being Chuck Tingle month, we've been reading all Tinglers all the time. I also am reading his less smutty things on Sunday nights. This upcoming week, we are going to be reading Dungeons, Dragons, and Buckaroos, a select your own timeline, which does require audience participation. Otherwise, I have to roll dice and make choices myself, which is hard. So come and hang out. It was we just read the Trouble in Tinglewood last week, and it was super duper fun. So come check that one out. And then on Tuesdays, I play chill indie games. Although this week is going to be a little bit funky, just because life is funky and weird. We've been playing tabletop simulators and some demos this week and some really ridiculously fun little games. Let's see. I think that's, as Junie said, I am in a podcast on Off the Table called Of Black Glass that is on a hiatus, but I think we're up to 8 episodes that are currently out, and we've recorded the whole thing. It's just, editing is slow, but if you like stories about fighting the patriarchy and also stories that are super, super gay, I highly recommend it. Not that I'm biased or anything, but I totally am. Trying to think what else I've got going on. I will be continuing this charity stream. I'll have some new incentives up for the weekend, or we'll just be hanging out. I've got a bunch of fun milestones planned. If you want to continue to donate to the Trevor Project, if we want to, because honestly, I have so much stuff for these giveaways, y'all. I want to give stuff away and give them to you. So please continue this energy. I will be raising money for the rest of the weekend at least. Because it's a good cause and because I have fun stuff planned. I think that's all I've got going on. But I will catch you all tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Pacific for some Smutty Saturday. Stay cool. everybody, especially those of you in the Pacific Northwest right now, because I know it's hot and none of us have air conditioning. So I'm just going to take a peek and see if there's anybody currently streaming at the moment. Maybe? It's gonna... Hold on. I apologize in advance. Here we go. Maybe. Hello. Wait, good morning. It looks like, speaking of TTRPG, it looks like Graham Crackers is streaming with the Goldshine investigation, so we should go... Cat? Kitty? What's the cat? Okay.
You just missed him.
Oh, no. So let's go send some love over to Graham Crackers, who is a friend of the channel and also, you know, is awesome and an amazing person. And I don't ever get to raid them, generally, because I never stream at this time. So, just making sure I spelled everything correctly. All right. And I won't do the... I think I can still do the raid message, because I don't think it's connected to the bot. It's me. So there's a raid message. Everybody, let's go send some love over to Graham Crackers. Thank you all so much for helping us raise money and checking out charity and for joining us in the Tingleverse. Proven love is real, buckaroos. Let's go. All right. Bye, everybody. And